I've won, so just to continue to add to those calendars.
Well, we know he's a brilliant cricketer. He also likes to dabble in some music, pretty much like yourself, Mark Butcher. Is it nice to have something away from the game just to even things out a little?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, the high pressure that he's under most of the time, wherever he plays, whoever he plays for, because he's such a fine performer, because he's so influential, means that you need to be able to get away and enjoy yourself doing something else. It also keeps you fresh, keeps you excited about the next time you pull the shirt on and get out there to play.
Well, these are his CPL career statistics, 47 matches, so 3 from the half century there. He's got runs at a pretty decent strike rate and, of course, 73 wickets, the leading wicket taker in the CPL. It's his variety, isn't it?
It certainly is. The one thing that I've noticed in the games that we've seen him play so far is that the variety seems to be lacking in terms of he doesn't trust his hamstring enough to bowl anything other than the slower balls at the moment. It doesn't mean that his competitive juices have stopped any. You know, the reaction at some of the bad luck he had in the last game told you that. But I think that he's still not quite 100%. And we'll hope that some of the rest of the bowlers can maybe take some of the workload off him tonight, so he doesn't have to get through 4 tonight and then come back and do it again tomorrow.
Okay, well, you've led in beautifully, because we're going to have a quick chat about Kevin Cooper as well. He got his best figures in the CPL a couple of nights ago, and he looked pretty good, didn't he?
Well, obviously picked up 5 wickets in the last couple of games. You know, even in the loss the other night, he was still the best bowler for Trinbago. He's been somebody that's really enjoyed bowling on these pitches, because he's very smart in terms of the way that he mixes things up. He'll go wide of the crease, angle the ball back into the stumps, bowl those off cutters, and he's a pretty smart cookie. And that shows with the amount of wickets he's taking.
Well, the next feature I'm really looking forward to, because it's about one of the Trinidad legends, not Darren Ganger and Ian Bishop on our commentary team, although they are as well, but the man himself, who many think is one of the greatest modern day batsmen ever. It's Brian Lara.
Here at 400 not out in Port of Spain, Trinidad, and alongside me is a man who's the holder of numerous records in cricket, Brian Charles Lara. Brian, first of all, could you tell me what this concept is about? I'm here in your place.
An idea and a concept that I had for quite some time, in sort of bringing out a club that's a little bit different to what we're accustomed to, and maybe some young entrepreneurs, male and female, have an opportunity and a place to go to. Okay,
and you know, we've had the opportunity to interact with some of your most prized possessions. You've played a long and meritorious career. Which one of these items will stand out for you?
It's great to have a piece that you can talk about, but you know, I think one of my most treasured moments, I haven't been able to actually find a place for it yet and the material for it, and that's playing against Australia in, I think, 2003, when in the 4th innings of a test match with a very young and inexperienced West Indies team, 3-0 down in a series against Australia, to score 418 runs to win a test match. For me, that is maybe my most incredible moment in my career.
I've just started CPL 2017, and I know that you follow a lot of the cricket here in the Caribbean as well. Your thoughts on the competition itself this year, and your choice of the team that will go on to win this year's competition?
But so far it's been a very good tournament. It's too early to call. Obviously my number one choice would be TKR, Dwayne Bravo, Darren Bravo, you know, boys from Santa Cruz, and you know, whatever other influences we have in the team.
Brian Lara, obviously not playing anymore. What do you spend most of your time doing these days?
Well, still got a very busy schedule. I think the one thing I always wanted to do was continue traveling. I knew at some point in time I wouldn't be able to play cricket, but I enjoyed going to different countries and, you know, the culture and meeting different people. That is something that I didn't want to stop, and I've done a lot of traveling for the year so far as Australia and Hong Kong.
Hopefully we will get the opportunity to see you around many of the CPL matches here in Trinidad and maybe the Caribbean as well.
Thank you very much.
For your time.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, Mark Butcher and I have been lucky enough to be at Club 400 to have a look at some of that memorabilia and chat to the great man as well. We got to a topic that is probably still a little bit raw for Mark Butcher, fielding for two days, wasn't it, here, watching him get 400.
2.5 days at Antigua, but I tell you, the only thing that was raw was my feet, and those are the bowlers. It was an extraordinary innings. From the moment he got to 50, we figured that it might be on. He just looked to be in the mood. He hadn't scored a run. 3 test matches previous to that, we were winning 3-0. First time England had won down there in 54 years. And Brian just decided, you know what, I've had enough of playing second fiddle to the likes of Flintoff and Harmison, and he went out and played one of the most incredible innings I've ever seen.
Lots of debate right across international cricket about who is the greatest modern day batsman. You know, you put Tendulkar in there, you can Ponting. Where does Lara sit for you?
For me, in Test cricket, Lara. I don't think there's any better. You know, just a fabulous player, incredible to watch, and I would say that, I'm biased. I'm part West Indian and left-handed, so he's always been my favourite.
Right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of this game though. Really important for the Warriors. What do you think they need to put on the board, and what do you think they need to defend it?
Well, I think this pitch is going to be tricky again, I really do. So, you know, they've got to make 145. 145 and you're in with a shout. Anything more than that, then fabulous. Don't get that many. Trinbago Knight Riders should chase it down. But don't try and shoot for the moon, because you'll end up coming unstuck on a pitch like this.
Well, there you go. Words of wisdom there from Mark Butcher. It is getting louder and louder here because it's Friday night. The Trinbago fans are in. They're hoping that their boys, the Knight Riders, can get up. Of course, the Amazon Warriors, they're looking for their first win tonight and for 2 points.
Wave your hand, wave your hand, wave your hand from the Caribbean. Wave your hand, wave your hand, wave your hand from your number one. It's how we play. This is how we play. This is how we play. This is how we play. How we play. Yeah. How you play. When the stadium rum beat at the grandstand of the meaning of beautification. It's how we play. So get up and unite for your team. Give the best we've got. Guess how we
every plan, every match, every pitch, every pan, every deal, every wicket, every stone. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean blood. When playing from out all nation, with the team in a unification. When the stadium ram bleach at the grandstand, and the meaning of unification.
It's how we play.
Hello everyone and welcome into match 9 here in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, the Hero CPL edition 5, and the Trinbago Knight Riders are hosting the Guyana Amazon Warriors in this mouth-watering encounter on a frantic Friday. I say that because so many are coming in all the time. Big night this on the calendar in the capital. So massive amounts of party scene and vibe, as you'd expect on a Friday. Marty Guptill, he is captain of the Warriors here in 2017. And past the fitness test, he's always had some problems with his hamstrings. Chadwick Walton, he's another star standout too, gives it a clip early on. So looking forward to seeing this. Babar Azam out of Pakistan, looking forward to that as well. Emirates, well, he's everywhere, right, Emirates? He plays this format all around the globe. And wicketless, this star, Rashid Khan from Afghanistan. Brilliant young talent. Baz McCullum, well, we know what he's capable of. Lots of fireworks so far, but like to kick on. Munro, he has got going a couple of times. And then, of course, DJ Bravo, the skipper. We always worry about his hamstrings as well. And Shadib Khan, he's out of Pakistan as well. And his spin colleague, the maestro, Sunil Narayan, is on fire. Hero Plinth is there with the umpires taking it. There's Brathwaite and Rasiri, and Nigel Duguid upstairs as the TMO as we check out the brothers in arms for match number 9, and plenty of noise and oomph here in game number 9. Looking forward to it immensely. Hometown hero Darren Ganger alongside. DG, looking forward to this. Expectations?
Yeah, redemption time for Trinbago Knight Riders. Lost game against the Jamaica Tarawas. Started the innings really good with the bat and couldn't quite get a good total. Had the challenge of bowling with a wet ball. And these are hungry fans. They would like to see the Knight Riders go on and get their 3rd win in Hero CPL 2017.
Did you say hungry, Darren? No, they're thirsty. It's the biggest party in sport without any doubt. And Friday night at Queen's Park Oval is the place to be. Guptill and Chadwick striding out to the middle. They'll know how important it is to get their team off to a good start on this deck. It only gets more difficult as the ball gets older. The guys at the top of the order are in a privileged position.
There's that sheen about the 22 yards again. It's pretty useful numbers. Likes white ball cricket. He liked test cricket as well, but he been in and out of it with the Black Caps for New Zealand. And his partner Chadwick Walton, well, we know what he can do, very destructive. I'm sure he'd like that strike rate to come up a little bit more. But he's got over 1,000 runs as well in the Hero CPL. The Frenchman's here, Carrie Pierre. Young talent, left arm, bit of guile about him, like this young fellow. Early days, of course. Nestle countdown here at the Queen's Park Oval. Yeah, crowd letting us know that it is time to go. Toss, as we all can remember, went the way of the home side. So it's starting with spin. Gregory Brathwaite says, let's go. First one. Game 9. And we're underway straight away.
A little bit surprised that the Guyana Warriors opted for a change in that of Roshan Primus instead of Versame Pumal. Pumal, the left-arm spinner, out. Primus, medium pace all-rounder, into this side today. Conditions here very dry, and Mark, as you said earlier, will assist the spinners, probably not with the new ball, but as it gets older it will turn sharply.
Oh, Peach! How did that miss off pole?
Absolute ripper from Carrie Pierre. Just straightened enough. Just too much, he might be thinking. Another fraction less and it would have clipped the top of off. Guptill on his way back, sore hamstring and all. He lives to fight another day. It was interesting, the other night against Jamaica, Pierre didn't spin a single one off the straight. Pitch has certainly felt drier to me. Gregory Brathwaite just indicating that there are 2 balls left in this first over. Langton Rousseau, square leg, keeping an eye on proceedings. He almost lost the skin off the palm of my hand on the pitch, like shark skin. Dry and abrasive. Don't expect those spinners and guys like Kevon Cooper with cutters to have a good night.
There we go. First one out the way, 2 without loss.
Cautious start from Walton and Guptill. Understandable, really. That's why a lot of teams fancy chasing as much as the surface. Trinbago know the surface. Teams batting first have no idea how these pitches are going to play.
Yeah, Robbie Freiling is the name there, just sussing. Freiling is big South African, coming at late notice. Ashim Amla couldn't make the journey. Played a lot of cricket, of course, just in the Test series in the United Kingdom against England. So he's going to have a trundle early doors. This will be good. Saw him with the bat. Under pressure, wasn't he?
Yeah, didn't roll his arm over in the loss against the Talawas on Wednesday night. Guptill might enjoy a bit of pace on the ball here, more than the left arm spin.
Width on offer, and the length to hit through the line. Got the golf club out already.
He stands so still, Martin Guptill. Doesn't really move much. Look how steady he is. Bat up and commits himself. Lovely hands through the ball. There was pace on it. This will do his confidence a whole lot of good. Remember, he didn't play in the last match because of a hamstring injury. He'll be desperate for runs.
Captain Bravo's at slip, but all he's going to do is watch this. Here on Maximum, sail into the crowd. That is Guptill written all over it.
What a shot that is. Could it be the Sunshine Snacks Nuts power shot of the day? Early doors, second over. Guptill with the trademark head down after the ball makes contact. He doesn't have to watch where it's gone. Sailing into the stands. And he's going to make hay while there's pace on the ball. Freiling needs to come up with an answer quickly here. 2 balls in his CPL career. Gone for 10 already.
Easy game this, Butch. From up here. On again! Now there's save some runs. Brilliant.
For a moment you thought he had it. Carry pair had the presence of mind when he took the catch to release it, jump over the boundary line, but it was too far ahead.
Oh, he's done ever so well there. The problem for him was that he was in the air when the ball went into his hands. Bowler appreciates it, and why wouldn't he? Just saved him 4 runs there. Brilliant from Carey Pierre.
Just noticing here, Butch, that McCullum's had a lengthy discussion with Freilich up against his countryman. McCullum looking at Guptill. Oh dear. Yeah, just straying, and that'll race away. Is it leg buys or wood? Yeah, leg buys, they all count.
It's a baptism of fire here for Freilich. Preferred in this side perhaps because of his bowling prowess, because Ronsford Beaton has been opening the bowling for the Trinbago Knight Riders. Was left out in the last game. I thought he did a pretty decent job with the new ball in the first 6. Freilich at the moment is going the journey. It's exactly what you want on this sort of surface. Bit of pace on the ball, some length deliveries to swing the arms through. Bowlers under pressure.
Sounded good, Darren Ganga. Like this blade.
Jeez. Cracking shot from Martin Guptill. Raced off the middle of the bat. Look at it. In a flash, it went into the boundary rope. Looks in really good form. Guptill. There's a cleanness about the manner in which he hits the ball.
Well, I've got to be thinking here that Robbie Freilich's got to take pace off. A couple of cutters. Has he got the repertoire of a leg cutter, an off cutter, slow little swinger or something? That's it, but guess what? This has been battered and some second tier because we care. 2 done, 28 for none here.
Oh, big smiles everywhere. Martin Guptill's happy. He doesn't have to run. That hamstring's not getting a workout at the moment. Folks in the crowd are getting a workout, throwing the ball back. Hero maximums. It's raining them.
.28 without loss, and Marty Guptill is in the mood and in the groove early. Last ball, we've just seen the 6th of the second over has gone into orbit and gone into the second tier. Here's Pierre, and he's getting some hupty as well. Ah, talk about Fat City.
Well, Chadwick Walton is following his captain, Martin Guptill. Just opens up, look at it, and he hits it with a fairly straight bat. Just wide of long on. Wonderful shot from him.
Oh, they're in a hurry. There's a little bit of a slog smear. Only be one, but it brings the captain back on strike.
We saw this the other night from the Knight Riders. McCullum and Narayan going berserk in the power play. Just becomes more difficult after the 10th over. What were they, 102 for 2 of 10? Only made 147. Got to make hay when the sun shines, but then somebody has got to dig in and see the team through to a total.
Yeah, Butch, I think was all about assessing as things progress. Ball spun a little bit more, and they continue taking a lot of risks as a batting unit, the Trinbago Knight Riders against the Talawas. So it'll be important to assess how things change as the innings unfold. So Narayan, Shadab Khan, they will be crucial for the Knight Riders with the ball.
Yeah, lovely bit of flight there. Took pace off, brave enough the young fella to do so. Suddenly, you know, the first one goes for 6 or 4, you're under the pump. We all know that in this form of the game. A single, then 2 dot balls. And Guptill says, look, I've got to pop this for a few, but he'll only get 1 here. Like this field, Butch?
Well, I was looking at it for Martin Guptill. Dwayne Bravo was almost directly behind the bowler, and then there was a long off behind him. They've changed it for Walton. Extra man on the leg side for him. And it's gone over the offside. If you bowl short to Chadwick Walton, he is going to punish it. 12 from the third, 40 for none.
Yeah, lovely shot. Just stood back, didn't commit himself forward. Found the room to get it elevated over that ring of fielders in the offside.
Well, no surprises. Robbie Fryling disappeared for 22. And that second over, now we're going to have one of the stars for TKR, Shadib Khan, the young leggy from Pakistan. 2 Man of the Match awards already. In the Hero CPL Season 5 he's on. And he needs to come on, try and halt this run rate.
Yeah, once again, long chat with Brendan McCullum, who seems to be involved in so much of the tactical thinking on the field for the Knight Riders. 4 for 57 Shadab Khan has taken in his 12 overs. He add to that a little 40 not out. Looks like the player of the tournament so far, and this is Robbie Fryling's night so far. He might not want to watch this. Martin Guptill has taken him to the cleaners and then given him the bill.
Indeed, he sure has. A lot of VAT involved in that. Here comes Shadab. And there goes Marty G. Is he out? Oh, he is! Good catch from young Pierre. Just what TKR needed to halt Marty G.
Well, is that a Republic Bank classic catch we've seen? Curry Pierre involved in the athletic effort to stop a 6 in the previous over. From Fryling, this time he's able to cling on, diving forward. Massive wicket. Guptill gone for 24 from 14. It's 40 for 1.
Immediate success. Shadab Khan, such an attacking bowler. Look at this brilliance from the young Curry pair. Timed it well, dived forward just before it touched the ground.
First one down to the Amazon Warriors. Here's Babar Azam. Class act, this young fellow as well. A lot of star quality here from Pakistan in the Hero CPL in the 5th edition. Attractive player to watch, Babar Azam. And he's going to be off strike. Batters crossed. Time for Walton, who's got a dozen from just 5 balls. 1 of each, 4 and a 6, striking at 240. Does he just have a little look? Just lost the captain.
No, you'd be advised to have a little look at Shadab Khan. Googly, got Guptill. Just can't keep him out of the game, Shadab. It's been absolutely magnificent. Another fabulous leg spinner is going to be on show in the second half too, isn't there? And Rashid Khan. But this is the end of Guptill.
Yeah, it was the spin into the right-hander which got the better of Guptill, hitting the inside part of the bat. That's why he couldn't get the power, get it over the boundary line. And look at the celebration, El Dorado-like.
Oh, here's another one of those little sliding wrong-ins. It's a thick inside there. Off the mark. Yeah, Bubba Azam just being told. 2 scores at 21. So he's got an issue at 21. Both against the Patriots there at Lauderhill. Bubba Azam. Oh, yeah, cracker. Your shout, brother, tonight. That nice little relaxed celebration with the Carib cheerleaders as well. Half an over gone, a wicket and only 2 runs. Yeah, quicker, flatter.
Yeah, front of the hand from Shadab. We've seen a lot from him. Just 4 balls. Leggy, toppy, googly. Another goog, but it's spotted and it's dispatched. Oh, it's gone all the way. That's gone all the way, flat over extra cover for another Aero maximum. What a shot from Chadwick.
Immense power. Have a look at this. Launches in. When you felt it will bounce one into the boundary. Goes all the way. Good timing, good power. Good execution from Chadwick Walton so far in this innings.
DG, what do you say out here in this part of the world? Licks, boy. It's flat. Sweet to watch. 4 bowled, 48 for 1. Director of TKR, Pinky Mysore, on the right. It's a very happy owner. Think of home ownership of KKR. This brand is evolving. The Knight Riders. Here's Soon Orion into the thick of it now.
Yeah, a man who represents both that superstar for KKR and TKR. Such an important cog in this Knight Riders wheel. Good evening, Melanie Jones.
Danny, Butch, good time to come in. This crowd is phenomenal, isn't it? Friday night, Queen's Park Oval, and they are going off.
And just for listeners around the globe, the extraordinary Melanie Jones is having a birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Where's the dance, the block? Come on, girl. Happy birthday.
Apologies to Stevie Wonder on Danny Morrison's behalf.
Hell of a boat trip yesterday together for your birthday, though.
One of the best. One of the best. 80s music, fantastic food, goat curry, roti. Wonderful people.
Nice and soft hands. You've got to watch out for these spin twins.
Yeah, somebody forgot to pack any drinking water though, so we had to stuck into a bit of El Dorado. You'd never know it from Mel though, would you? She looks not a day older than 31.
Not coming to our barber yet.
To enjoy it. Well, who knows? I've actually put something out that I'm going to get my hair done here in Trinidad at the end of the final.
Ooh.
Hairdresser has carte blanche. So I could have anything. I could have your haircut.
You're lucky. Bubba Azam. Yeah, respect. And watch these two. Narayan and Shadab in tandem. 50 for 1. Guptill the only one out so far. beauty. Turned a lot. Bounced! Gregory Brathwaite says yes. You're out of here. Bamarasa. Gotta go. LBW.
Well, these two, Narayan and Shadab, they just pick up wickets for fun. These pitches are tailor-made for them. The only question perhaps was the height. Did it just bounce too much? Doesn't matter anymore. Babar Azam has got to go for 2. 50 for 2.
The man at his best, Sunil Narayan, certainly hit in line. Interesting, I'm just trying to look at his front foot. How far forward was he? It's hit just above the top of that knee roll. Gregory Brathwaite more than happy with it though. So too the fans.
Two down quickly at 40 and 50. Here's Jason Mohammed. It's coming at a time when they need someone to play with Walton at the other end. 20 he has off 10. Striking it beautifully. 2 maximums for Chadwick Walton. But they're up against Sunil Narayan and Shahid Khan. A bounce. And they roll with a line, but then you watch it go. Yeah, for me, I just wonder with that new ball, bit of extra bounce, bit of extra zip. Brathwaite said he liked it, got out the right index finger. Locals are loving it, and they're hoping that Jason Mohammed can get a score here tonight because he's from here. Couple to go in the 5th. A little bit of zip, a little bit of grip.
Just continues here, particularly at Queen's Park Oval. The spin group of TKR just really pulling things back every time they get the ball in their hand, particularly Narayan and Khan.
By Bold, 50 for 2.
Hammond now. There's a man, a discerning man talking about cake, our director.
Yes, Mel, we're going to leave now.
That's our director wishing me happy birthday before. I did reply just with cake, 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 and I haven't seen it as yet. Some wonderful messages right throughout the day, which is really nice. Not too sure about the inspiration or the number 5 bucket list. I think I need to give Diana a few other things to do in her life, I think. But I'm looking forward to a good year ahead.
Melanie, I've seen that cake. There's going to be none for you. Butch and I have got our name all over it.
Chocolate, chocolate, surely.
Oh, I can't say at this stage.
Right, back to the cricket then. Kevin Cooper. He's been in some pretty good form for the Knight Riders. And he starts well again. Probably a little bit nervous because the seamers went early, particularly Martin Guptill. He had a field day against Freilich. And this is some of the best of them. Coming back from injury, had a hamstring. The Digicel highlights bundle. Everyone got in on the action. We know early doors on this ground. When the ball is hard, you need to go hard and capitalise. And then Pierre picking up a catch. A Republic Bank classic catch at that. And the last one to go was Baba Azam. Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have done it. I'm quite glad that focus is out. No, don't worry, keep it blurry.
You had the old Bo Derricks there, Mel.
It was the last time that I actually did something brave with a hairdo. I got the extensions put in. That was back in 1997. So I thought it's time to do something a little bit different again. I've gone very low maintenance for the last 20 years. No surprise it was a shot to the onside either.
It was like a braided haired Raoul Dravid. What a poise and grace from the birthday girl.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melanie. Melanie? Happy birthday to you.
Didn't know there was cameras on the boat. Shout out to Tami, our skipper, who took us around the islands yesterday. Wonderful day. Shout out to all Darren Ganga's friends as well, who made it a very special birthday.
Yes, I put in a request. We're back here for the finals. Let's get amongst it.
Dear. Meanwhile, Mr. Wickets himself, Kevon Cooper, has bowled 5 dot balls on the trot here, keeping up his excellent CPL form.
I was all ready to poise to say brilliant start with the maiden. Unfortunately, a little misfield, one coming from it, 51 for 2.
Just wanting here, the little fingertip on it, and then back onto there. No, he was bad. Just good start from Mohammed. The bat down, aware of the situation. Seen a few of those in recent times. Not those, but run-outs off the bowler's hand.
The candidate for the hero fan of the day. A few of us might have felt like that this morning after the boat trip. It's good to see Shrek at the cricket. Big supporter of the Trinbago Knight Riders from the swamp.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Gillian. I think she was burnt the other night when she won the $500. I think she's got an outfit for every game here at Queen's Park Oval. Power play done. 6 overs gone. 2 wickets down. 51 on the board. Pierre back on. There's some flight. Smack down the ground. It could be a great catch. But it's through for a 6. A hero. Maximum.
It's all muscle, this. Ball is not there to hit. Chadwick Walton so strong. Just bashes it over long on.
Goes again. It has gone straight up. Straight up. Will it be caught? No. Only by security. Back-to-back hero maximums.
Love the sound it made as well. Willow on leather. Went up for an eternity. Possibly had snow on it. Oh, listen to that.
Been so good at keeping his front leg out of the road, giving himself a chance to access the ball. 33 from 18.
Flight on that occasion. Brave bowling. Usually when you get donged for a couple of sixes, the spin the other one is the Dream 11. You can be a selector of your very own side. Jump on dream11.com/points. Get amongst the action. Some fantastic prizes. Even just bragging rights between your mates. Slashed high, long, and to the boundary. Not the way Dwayne Bravo was looking to finish off. He's over 9 coming from it. The score 75-2.
Classic shot. Quite a common theme in this form of the game. That uppercut that slashes fine enough, but wide enough from third man. Often goes for 6, but this one for 4.
Wonderful crowd here. Trini Posse, the Carib Girls. And it's been building right throughout the week. This was the last delivery of Dwayne Bravo's first over. Yeah, you can't bowl with width, Dwayne. Chadwick Walton now, wonderful strike rate, 166, well ahead of what his usual strike rate is during the CPL. It's around 113. He wants to capitalise on these first 10 overs. Cooper gets a little leg side. Nicely worked for 1.
It's interesting as we head into the 9th over, galloping towards a halfway point here. In previous games when there's been a lot more dew around, Dwayne Bravo has been very keen to use his spinners early before the ball got wrecked. But today, he's held them back. He's got 6 overs left up his sleeve of Narayan and Shadab. So the Amazon Warriors are going to have to factor that in for the onslaught at the back end of this innings, that they're going to have to do it against a couple of mystery spin bowlers.
Slight change in the field. Robbie Fryling comes into mid-wicket inside the inner circle. Comfortably manoeuvred down the ground for a single. So some changes in the field here between Walton and Mohammed being on strike. 2 right-handers, but different styles of players. So Robbie Friedling now pushes back to the boundary, strengthens the onside field. Just ran his fingers across it. It's straight up. Brendan McCullum is underneath it. He's got a good pair of hands, and he takes it coolly. Cooper in the action again.
Wickets, wickets and more wickets for Kevin Cooper. Ball was in the night sky for an absolute age as the horns blare and the feathers fly. Most Trini fans love that, and it's a big one. The man in, Walton gone for 36, 77 for 3.
Well bowled, just held it back a bit. He knew straight away, probably because that man was underneath it as well. So long of his career he had gloves on, he kept wicket for New Zealand. Equally as good in the field though, and the crowd is up and about, as they would be. Third wicket to fall here at Queen's Park Oval. 77 on the board, and that run rate is just coming down per over here. Kevin Cooper with that wicket is now the leading wicket taker in the Caribbean T20. 7 to his name. Keswick Williams with 6, along with Wahab Riaz. Shadab Khan, who we'll see a little bit more of tonight, has 5, and Sami 5 as well.
Mohammed's already in.
Gurjanan Singh now comes in with the wicket of Walton. Finding the gaps. And they don't want to run out with a new batsman out in the middle.
Jason Mohammed absolutely furious with Gurjanan Singh that he wasn't looking to come back for 2. 29-year-old left-hander comes in at a crucial time, a critical point in the innings here. Partnership of 27 just broken. And that man Kevon Cooper leading the wicket-taking charge in this year's Hero CPL. This is where teams have started to struggle.
Just rolls his fingers across the seam, takes the pace off the ball. Out foxes, a lot of batsmen.
So the only problem there potentially for Brendan McCullum as that steepler came down was making sure he kept the brim of his hat out of the way, out of his eyes, into the night sky. Brilliant camera follow, brilliant catch, and he knows he's let Trinbago in.
In many ways an unsung hero, really. So much of the talk about the bowling unit for the Knight Riders has been about their spin attack, particularly Shadab Khan and Sunil Narayan. That was his 50th wicket in the CPL. Good wicket. And end of the over, 78 for 3. You mentioned his floppy cap, Brendan McCullum. A lot of people are asking whether or not he should be wearing it at night time, because during the IPL he took a brilliant catch on the boundary, but as he fell back, the rim of his hat hit the foam boundary, and of course it was given 6 because part of the body or the equipment was touching the boundary line.
Yeah, I remember that. Gujarat Lions. Not much went for them in the entire tournament, did it? And that was epitomised their fortune throughout this year's IPL.
Dwayne Bravo as well was a member of that squad early in the competition and had to abort his IPL because of injury. But they've developed a very good relationship, both Brendan McCullum and Dwayne Bravo. That was a good catch, but he's contributed tremendously to Dwayne Bravo and the strategy of this Trinbago Knight Riders team.
He sure has. He tells me the reason he wears that hat though is because his head looks stupid in a cap. That's it, plain and simple.
Stylish, I would say.
Wouldn't have thought things like that would have bothered Brendan McCullum. Bravo to continue this time around the wicket to Singh. Goes with the short ball. Well delivered. That'll be 1 for the over.
Dwayne Bravo is being incredibly canny here. Not just with the ball, he's always canny with the ball, but all those overs of Shadab and Narayan up his sleeve still. That is a man who qualified for the Guardian Group Live Easy moment. Chilling and liming.
Nicely struck on the rise, but can't get it through the field.
It's a wonderful opportunity for Gajanan Singh. He's been out of the Guyana national setup for a number of years. Guardian Group volunteers, always busy around the ground, lending a helping hand to the spectators. Not looking too busy there.
They've already done a power of work, Darren, I'm sure. Quick drinks break. Oh, you can't let them know who you are. Certainly a Hero Fan of the Day candidate. Yes, 5 dot deliveries to Singh, so pressure now building on this left-hander.
Yeah, I was saying, he hasn't played a lot of competitive cricket. Got a start in the first game that he played in the USA. Had the chance to speak to him before the start of this match. He's desperate to regain his first-class career. Has an opportunity now.
That he does. 79 on the board. Goes with the pull shot. Can't quite find the gap, but gets off the mark.
Yeah, this Guyana Amazon Warriors team lacking a bit of depth in their batting. Tired girls and their numbers. Lots of personalities around. They would not want to expose their low order. Primus brought into the squad in his very first T20, more for bowling all-rounder. Puts the ball a long way, so still plenty overs here for the Amazon Warriors. Jason Mohammed would be critical as to anchor the innings and hope that they can get something close to 150 on this surface to give themselves a chance.
Well, it dipped, but it's going to be given wide. Just got away from him, Dwayne Bravo. As has the last delivery on a couple of his overs as well. Fitness is going to play a big role in him getting back into competitive cricket. That's the batting to come. Emirate all-rounder Tanvir, who we know can strike the ball exceptionally well. The fastest 50 in CPL. Paul, Primus and Rashid. With Jacobs coming in at 11. So those last 3 not looking like giving too much. That's nudged to the onside for a single to finish off the over. 4 runs coming from it. 82 for 3, and with 10 overs gone, we're going to have a Carib break.
For 3 at the moment.
Lisa Staleka, Shaker, love the banter tonight. Mark Butcher, Danny Morrison giving the birthday girl. That would be me, plenty. They always give me plenty, Shakes. Can't wait for the new hairdo. Well, you know that if you're going to put a tweet out, you're going to cop one tomorrow as well, because it's back-to-back birthdays for the girls on the Hero CPL. And look at this now.
That's a knife.
Now, if the knife touches the bottom, you've got to kiss the closest boy. That's what I was always told when you cut the cake. Well, hit the bottom then. Then it's the closest girl.
So, who in their right mind has given Morrison a knife? Huh?
Whoop, whoop. Hit the bottom. Thanks a lot, team. That looks absolutely divine. We'll be hitting the gym a little bit tomorrow, I think, after partaking in a few slices of that. Start of the 11th, halfway through this Amazon Warriors innings. 82 on the board. And you think it might just get a little bit tougher than with him. Oh, and a direct might have been close. With Narayan now back in.
Yeah, doing Bravo again. Very quick to get to the ball.
Just look at that. The Guyana Amazon Warriors hit a brick wall after the second over. A bit of a spike there in the 7th. But wickets falling in the 4th and the 6th. And the 9th. And that run rate has plummeted ever since Martin Guptill's assault and battery of Rob Freilich in the second over.
Yeah, pressure on Singh now. It's the 1 off 6. Make that 7.
Yeah, well, both players very sedate in their approach. Even Jason Mohammed, his strike rate is just about 100. In this innings, under 100. So it'll be a difficult period for Guyana Amazon Warriors to score runs.
Goes for the little nudge around the corner, gets enough on it, and a much needed boundary there for the Warriors.
Gajanan Singh, he's played most of his cricket in Guyana, where surfaces are low, slow, conducive for spin. And if you're a batsman out of Guyana, you must know to play the sweep shot. Executes to perfection and gets a boundary.
Yeah, that'll just relieve a little bit of the pressure there on him. Looks so much better 5 from 8 than 1 from 8. Smith still in slip for him. Ball turning away from the left-hander. Wants the single. Not to McCullum.
Yeah, talking about Guyanese players who can sweep the ball. Shiv Narayan Chandapal comes to mind. There's another one, Ramnaresh Sawan, even Rohan Kalicharan, Rohan Kanhai as well. Alvin Kalicharan, I beg your pardon. Rohan Kanhai.
It's a wild throw and some good backing up. That's Shadab Khan. He is in everything at the moment. Try and keep him out of the game. 7 from it, 89 for 3.
I think we might be seeing Shadab into the attack now. Narayan halfway through his. Shadab has 3 left. Wayne Bravo has shuffled the pack brilliantly. He's got his strongest bowlers to finish things off in the last 9 overs.
Those two there having a big think about things. We were sitting right on the top here having a look at Marrakesh Beach the other day, having a nice little ponder about life. What a wonderful place just to sit and relax. I have a feeling he's hit the game today as well. Had a good chat to him about his enjoyment of the Hero CPL. Some wonderful sights right around Trinidad. Shadab Khan's not too concerned about Marrakesh Beach at the moment. He's got a job to do. Oh, short to begin with. He's got quite a bit of it. but not enough. Good catch. Oh, Shattered can't believe it. But Pierre has taken another catch, and a pretty good one at that. Not as good as his first, but just as important.
A Republic Bank classic catch. Harry Pierre is in the mix of things in this particular match. Just waits for it. And well, Jason Mohammed thought he had enough power on this one. He's gone for 13, it's 89 for 4.
Shadab does it again. First ball he picked up Guptill. First ball of a new spell. And Jason Mohammed's got to go. Wasn't the best delivery. We've seen him bowl some rippers in the CPL so far this year. But he picks up yet another wicket, and the Carib girls love it.
Rashawn Primus now comes to the crease after Shadab Khan yet again has broken a partnership.
Yeah, Primus, in his debut T20 match, hails from Barbados, plays a fair amount of domestic club cricket here in Trinidad. But Shadab Khan, he's been very successful in T20s in 2017. Got rid of Jason Mohammed in his 16 matches. Shadab Khan, 25 wickets to his name.
Oh! Brilliant backward point from Monroe. Ramnarayan almost got brained then by Jason Mohammed. Dinesh Ramlin, apologies.
Good quick single. The dangers of being a wicketkeeper.
Let's have a look at this. Wear a helmet to protect yourself from flying bails, not flying bats. Jeez, that was close.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why anyone wouldn't want to wear a helmet when they're keeping up.
I've seen funny things from players being frustrated getting out playing a bad shot. Mark, any instances you can recall?
That's going to be given 4 wides. That one's just got away from him.
I was calmness personified when I got out. Although I did once accidentally drop kick my bat over a balcony, over a sight screen and onto the plane. Walked up to him and said, listen, calm down, young fella. There's plenty happening on this surface for you. Just keep things very simple. Attack the stumps. Decent length. They're not picking it. You don't have to force the pace out here.
Well, it was Brendan McCullum that chatted to him in the last game after he let a couple of loose ones go. Brendan, just words of wisdom, just calmed him down, and the very next ball got the wicket. And that'll happen with a young player, just 18 years of age. Talked him up so much about how good he currently is and how good he can be, but in saying that there still will be moments where there'll be a rush of blood. That's well bowled. And all of a sudden now he's back into his over again.
Again, Amazon Warriors looking very similar to the Trinbago Knight Riders when they played the Talawas. Knight Riders losing 8 wickets for 41 runs after they had a good start.
Short delivery for the last one. Can't get it away. 7 runs from it. 96 on the board for 4. beautiful shot. Look at the clarity and all the craters on the moon. Absolutely brilliant. Great night to be out and about, particularly at Queen's Park Oval. Warriors looking for their first win in this Hero CPL. Knight Riders looking to get back on the winning track.
8 overs remaining in this innings. It will be Sunil Narine. Offensive push yet again.
Be tough to pick in this match, the Dream 11 team. They can pick 11 players across both teams. Chadwick Walton is leading things at the moment with his runs.
He's been a star performer. It's the first year Chadwick Walton is playing for this Guyana Amazon Warriors team. Previously member of the Jamaica Talawas, important member. Sean Primus has his opportunity now. Good work from McCullum. Very efficient in that cover region.
He's been outstanding right from the get-go of this tournament. Throwing himself around both to the left, to the right. Taking some good catches, saved a lot of runs.
Oh, the bounce again. Palm ball. Knight Riders strangling this Guyana Amazon batting lineup. 4 dots so far in this over. We'll get a single. Good period here for Trinbago Knight Riders. Wayne Bravo, Dennis Ramden, Brendan McCullum. Very much switched on. Had a blunder against the Jamaica Talawas in the last match. Not want to repeat the same mistakes. Final delivery of this over from Sunil Narine. Top edge. Man runs around and takes the catch. Jovan Searles gives Sunil Narine another wicket.
Gurjaran Singh goes for 7 of the 14 deliveries. 97 for 5. There was the build-up, 4 dots, the single, then the wicket. Comfortably taken. Yeah, there's another one to the tally.
Fans, they're loving it. Their team showing early dominance against the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Always a very passionate crowd at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain. Last wicket to fall, Gurjaran Singh has brought Sohail Tanvir to the crease. No more for his bowling, but look at the strike rate. Decent strike rate from the big man.
Yeah, looking forward to this. Another Pakistani star on show here in the Hero CPL. Can strike it so sweetly and so long, Sohail.
Yeah, and he will know a lot about Shadab Khan, his countryman. Sunil Narine, also an important member of this Knight Riders team. This was his 50th wicket in CPL. Looked like he misjudged it a bit. Just had to stop and turn. Jovan Searles got the outcome he wanted in the end. Just a single. Seen a lot of variety from Shadab Khan. Conventional leg spins, top spinners, googlies. He's even bowled a quicker delivery.
Yeah, good luck, batters, when you're up against Sunil Narayan and Shadab Khan. 2 for each, 2 for 10. Sunil's got 1 to go, and 2 for 17 so far for Shadab. Just makes things happen. They both do. So when you've got them attacking from both ends, a delight for a captain.
Yeah, gives Dwayne Bravo lots of options. 100 up for Guyana Amazon Warriors. 6 bowlers used so far from Dwayne Bravo. Good thing about Narayan and Khan, not only are they attacking, they're economical as well. That's a real asset to have in a T20 match as a captain. Right to leg side. Ocean Primus just not middling it properly.
And DG, due factor, later start tonight, of course, 9 o'clock. So the rag out there with McCullum, get worse.
Yeah, Dwayne Bravo said it at the toss, even in the last match. Felt that it was a huge advantage for the team bowling first. All the other conditions are shelved. Teams just want to bowl first and not have the challenge of bowling with a wet ball. Good over, comes to an end. Just 4 runs from it. It's 101 for 5.
Yeah, the middle overs have been the undoing for the Warriors. In their first 2 games, it's been hard for other teams batting here as well. The Stars and then Jamaica Tallawahs for a little while until Kumar Sangakkara really led them to the win.
Years of Hero CPL. So Tanvir holds the record for the fastest 50 in Hero CPL. Look at that, 18 deliveries. That's the power of the man. Oh, how they wish he could replicate that in this innings. Well, there's an E-Zone fastest 50 challenge as well. Euro CPL will be awarding the player who gets the fastest 50 with $5,000 US. And Sami at the moment, he's leading it. 50 of 23 deliveries scored yesterday against the Barbados Trident. Cullum, Monroe, Pollard in that list.
Still the big man came second. Sorry, DS. It's your own ground.
Kevin Cooper, he's been excellent with the ball. Also a very good medium pace option for Dwayne Bravo, the leading wicket taker in Euro CPL 2017 at the moment.
Here's a tough ask for the Warriors at the moment, isn't it? Even though they've got 5 wickets to go, they're well into their middle order.
A single again. Well, if they go on to score run a ball, they will get the 136. He seems to be the happiest fan alive. We call him here the Duckman in Trinidad. Ready the ball, looking wet, slipping from the fingers. Kevin Cooper searching for the Yorker, delivering a full toss.
Yeah, the game against the Tallawahs the other evening, the ball was actually changed a couple of times. The umpires deciding that it lost too much of the lacquer, the shine, white coat. You can see bits and pieces coming off it now.
Nice line. Big play. And a miss from Roshan Primus. Aims to leg most of the time. That's when he's most powerful. What the Knight Riders are doing, they're bowling him a little bit wide, not allowing him to reach for the ball.
Yeah, I think Primus will need to set himself predominantly thinking that they're going to be cutters from Cooper. There'll be the occasional one which he'll keep the seam up.
Last boundary scored 4 overs ago. Amazon Warriors just getting into a rut here. Oh, he is a fan. A scary one, I would say. Danny?
Yeah, look, he's got issues, that fella. It's far too hot for wearing that sort of get-up. Look at this. Look at that stat they've been held to because of Cooper and Co. Spin twins and now Kevin Cooper. 15 done, it's 104 for 5 now.
Fans all around the Queen's Park Oval. Danny, what did you do to him with that knife?
I was going to try and cut the cake with Mel's, but of course, guys get a little excited here. Shrek's in the house. We've seen Batman, a couple of wild fellows and outfits, and of course, cheerleaders are just trying to keep control of things here with all these wonderful outfits that fans are wearing here tonight. Great atmosphere. This is the best place for the Carnival and the Hero CPL.
Dot delivery from Dwayne Bravo. Well, there's been 5 wickets to fall in this innings so far. Martin Guptill started in a hurry, and this was some brilliance from Kari Pear. Munson on the Rhine got rid of Baba Azam. Maybe was bouncing high. And Chadwick Walton deceived from a slow one. But McCullum took a very good catch. Another slow delivery. Green Bravo always animated. This was Jason Mohammed. Thought he got hold of it, but Pear got into the way. And the last wicket to fall, Rajanan Singh attempting a sweep shot and didn't quite execute properly.
The Hero CPL might have turned the corner in terms of catching too. It hasn't been wonderfully good right up to this stage, but all the catches today have been absolutely spot on.
Classical from Roshan Primus. It was in the slot, and he used his muscles to get this one for a hero maximum.
Wear your hard hats in the stands here, folks. Wow. That's where he wanted it. He wanted it more in his arc there. Bottom hand. Jeez, that's strong.
Amazon Warriors would welcome that last boundary. That is what Roshan Primus is known for, his power. End of the innings. Another slow delivery. We will get another boundary. Welcome boundaries here for the Guyana Amazon Warriors.
Well, the first one went like an absolute tracer bullet, came out of the middle of the blade. On this occasion, though, it was the thick outside edge. The balance wasn't quite right, not as good as the one before. But he's still managed to find the boundary, a much needed boundary here for the Warriors.
Two deliveries left in this over. Should be a couple. Maybe just get one. So valuable runs for the Amazon Warriors.
The old boy, Sahel Tanvir. He should have come back for two there. I don't know about those old knees. You've seen some wonderful outfits. A lot of apparatus brought in. Trumpets? Love a trumpet or two, D.
Yeah. The crowd getting involved, I would say.
Not the ice cream one, those blowing things, all right?
If a play and a miss, would get a bye. But there's the old conventional conch shell that they blow as well. End of over number 16, 116 for 5.
Renowned for it. DJ Bravo. Difficult for the keepers. Changes of pace. And on slow surfaces, got to work hard. As a fielder, even more so as a keeper. They earn their keep to the Carib cheerleaders, dancing their socks off. Carib girls, cheerleading, bopping all night long, it would seem. Hello, Butch.
Evening, Dan. Oh, look at that. Do yourself a mischief. You guys talking about the musical instruments in the crowd. Of course, very important not to blow your own trumpet.
Or something else.
It's not been a great deal to blow your own trumpet about for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Tanvir pacing like a caged tiger. Narayan into his last over. And a real struggle for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Martin Guptill sparkled briefly at the top of the innings, 22 off the second over from Rob Freiling. We've not seen Freiling again, but we've seen plenty of cutters from Cooper, leg spin from Shadab, slowies from Bravo, and all manner of mystery from Sunil Narayan. And a surface which has helped them all and has made batting, ball striking extremely difficult.
Yeah, but the average first inning score at this venue in the last 5 innings, just about 130. So it's a low scoring pitch.
Lights up in the air, off the outside edge. Doesn't matter how you get him.
Robbie Freiling never had a chance of tracking this down. Neither did Munro in the previous over. The thrashing edge, look how it just races away with the dew factor in. I know it's not the biggest ground going round in the world. He goes hard with the hands as Primus.
And it's the second time he's used the edge to good effect. Aiming for leg side again. An adjustment in the field. Forcing on the Ryan. Protection. Behind point on the offside.
Primus Beef struggling to find the middle of the bat here against Son and Ryan. Who's going to be in the Dream 11? Who's going to be in your Dream 11? Suggest that one or two of the Trinbago Knight Riders bowling attack might feature. For more details, log on to dream11.com/points. Get involved in this wonderful game, Euro CPL Dream 11. Tanvir renowned for opening those big shoulders up, big heaves over the leg side. Being extremely watchful. I think he knows Narayan's only got one ball left. Going to try and play him out. And he does so successfully, as long as he hasn't run himself out. I'm going to have a little look upstairs.
Nigel Dogood. Let's get fired up here. Oh, smashed. Poles, lights came on the zingers, and, or does, Dinesh Ramdin hit them? Yeah, keepers hit him. Dinesh Ramdin, he's broken the stumps over, and there'll be hunky-dory for Sahil Tanvir.
And more importantly, his bat was behind the line, even when the ball came in. So he would have been saved had Dinesh Ramdin not dislodged the bails. So they'll be looking for boundaries. Tanvir must be accustomed to facing Shadab Khan. More importantly, he'll be spinning into the left-hander. He could afford to hit to leg, hit with the spin.
Oh, that's big. That's what he's been looking for. Huge hero maximum for Tanvir.
Exactly what I said. It's a good option to take. Tanvir, he knows it. Doesn't commit himself too early. Look at this. Opens that front leg. And he's got the reach, the power, the long arms. Dispatch for a hero maximum.
Yeah, right arm leggies will tell you. Don't really like bowling that much to lefties in this situation. Prefer to be bowling to right-handers, even though Shadab is exciting and bowls a great wronging.
Yeah, surprised he hasn't given him the wronging yet. Pictured around leg stump, you know he's going over mid-wicket. Goes for the out of the front of the hand, and that's stung him. He's not lost a couple of his bowling fingers there. Shadab Tanvir has rifled that back at him.
He might have saved his team 3 runs. Putting his hand in the way must be painful. That's his commitment. It was a faster delivery. Just may have made contact with his wrist.
Way up in the air from Primus. Who wants it? Pierre's got another one. That's 3 for him. It's another superb catch, a Republic Bank classic catch from Pierre.
And his teammates are coming running for all parts of the Queen's Park Oval. This young man has been simply sensational with his hands tonight. On the boundary, taking some great catches. Primus has to go for 23. The sixth one now, down for 131.
Well, the faster delivery doing the trick. He has been the outside edge. A carry pair showing what his experience playing at the Oval can do. Very comfortable catching the ball at night here. Proving to be very good for his team.
Chemo Paul is in, but he's not needed at the moment because Tanvir has picked out Cooper. Shadab Khan strikes again. He now goes to the top of the wicket takers in this year's Hero CPL with 8. This young man is absolute dynamite.
Annie is on a hat-trick. 2 from 2 here from the young leggy. And they're loving it, the Red Army. See you later, Sahale. Gone for 11. 131 for 7.
Yeah, wide this time. Had to reach for it. And when you go wide, you don't really have the control and power. Kevin Cooper made it look easy. It's always a very difficult catch to take when it's dipping. But they've done really well. Trinbago Knight Riders, they're all cricket exceptional today.
Ryan Emmerich, stand-in captain, is out on a hat-trick. Here he goes, googly, big shout, outside the line, surely.
Gold. Wants it, desperate for it. Hit outside the line, young man. It's 131 for 7.
Park Oval is bouncing. Absolutely loving watching their side. They've taken this lad, Shadab Khan, to their hearts here in Trinidad. A new hero. 8 wickets for 84 in 12 overs in his 4 games so far. Irresistible. Tanvir, I think, would have made it anyway. Shadab goes in front of Kevon Cooper as the highest wicket taker. Another quicker ball, perhaps because he can't grip it. Ball went into orbit. Pierre did the rest. And then Tanvir, who can hit a long, long ball, just wasn't long enough, and Cooper did the rest. And the appeal, well, the appeal was worth a wicket. Clipped away, beaten the man inside the circle, and will run away for 4. They need every run they can get here, the Amazon Warriors.
Certainly do, Butch. So still 10 deliveries to go. And we've seen sides already in the Hero CPL 2017 get knocked over. Not use up every delivery at their disposal. 10 to go, still a lot of deliveries in this fabulous format, and only 3 wickets in the bank for the Warriors. Cooper, such a good exponent of death bowling.
looking for two. Ran the first one hard. Throw comes in. Excellent cricket. Aaron Bravo out there on the deep mid-wicket boundary.
But Dinesh Ramdin was fuming. He expected a more powerful throw from Darren Bravo. Look at it. Bouncing about 5 times before it comes. Come on, Darren. Much more powerful than that. I'm sorry.
Goal. Straight up in the air. I think he's got away with it. Oh, Freiling. Not sure if he's managed to keep his body out of contact with the cushions. Big effort from him.
And a big fella out of the Rainbow Nation. Freiling, here we go. Release. Yeah, he's done well. Good effort, sir. Saved a couple. Yeah, I think the first angle, you saw side on, confirmed it that he was all right. Yeah, this one. Just releases in time, flicks, let go, yeah. Clean for my mind, saves 2. Come on, Nigel, push the green one.
Settle for 1. They can get themselves anything 150 and above. The Amazon Warriors are in the game. Their spin bowlers and seam bowlers are good enough and clever enough. 150 on this surface, not going to be straightforward. McCullum and Munro will come out. Narayan as well, try and blitz it from the start, try and break the back of it early. But then things get interesting as you get past the halfway point on this pitch. Again, they look for 2. From the 19th, 143 for 7.
Dozen off their last over. So they've clipped a few here and there of the Warriors, even though they've lost a chunk of wickets. 3, 4, 5, 6 wickets down, now 7.
Just confirmation then that Shadab Khan has leapfrogged his partner in crime, Kevon Cooper, to the top of the leading wicket takers in the Hero Caribbean Premier League. No wonder the Knight Riders are at the top of the table, 15 wickets between them, supported by Sunil Narayan. Of course, this man, Dwayne Bravo, takes on the responsibility, as always, with the last over. Point away into the leg side. Plenty of cover out there.
Gary Pierre has been on top of his game tonight. On the boundary. 3 catches to the young fella. All off Shadab. He is having a night to remember with this big crowd in. Queen's Park Oval, match 9.
Another hoik into the leg side. That man Pierre again. There's the cleaning up. Now, it might not have been the most spectacular innings from the Amazon Warriors, but I tell you what's been spectacular, Gary Pierre's catching. All from Shadab, and all of them candidates for the Republic Bank Classic catches.
How to put your back out manual 101. We've seen this so often against Dwayne Bravo. Batsmen get down on one knee and try to slog sweep and heave it into next week. Once again, Bravo, difficult to try and get hold of.
What do you think, Dan? 150, good score for you?
Well, you touched on the Butch in terms of breaching that barrier, and it's all about the second 10, isn't it? How many wickets have you got in the bank, and what sort of start do you get off to?
Oh, that's gone long, 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 all the way. 9-0 maximum of the innings.
Well, there's your 150, folks. Munro never had a chance out there. There is that slog sweep down on one knee, and calculating as a batter that he's going to be bowling a lot of these changer, off-cutter, off-spinner type deliveries. Good effort from Colin Munro, but was never in the contest with this one from Chemo Paul. 10 from 5. 2 to go.
I'll look for 2 again. They should get them comfortably. Sometimes the miscue is a good shot at this stage of an innings. Just been informed that this is the highest first innings score in T20 in the last 6 matches here at the Queen's Park Oval. That's including 3 international games, 2 against Pakistan, 1 by the West Indies.
Yeah, challenging as that ball gets old. A very dry surface. So this is very useful total batting first.
Up in the air. I think it looks safe. Freiling turns underneath it. The throw comes in. They'll only pick up 2. Now that constitutes a really good effort. Batting first here at the Queen's Park Oval on a surface that has not been straightforward. Paul and Emrit put on 25 in 13 deliveries in that last partnership, and it could be a crucial one. Bravo applauds his fielders and bowlers. And they've got some work to do. That man in your picture, Sunil Narayan, will come out swinging, as will Brendan McCullum. Gary Pierre was superb in the outfield. The Trini posse and all have had a fabulous time of things so far, but nervous times ahead for this run chase.
.156 for 7 in that very useful partnership. 25 from 13 between Paul and Emrit. How valuable will that be in the context as we get down to the death and the finishing of match number 9 here? 10 wides. Now I wonder if that's a factor as well, but the dew, that is certainly a factor. All right, let's go sideline to Darren Ganga here.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm here with Gary Pierre. He's been brilliant on the outfield. Gary, 3 catches, talk me through all of them.
You know, well, I put in a lot of work in the field, you know. Feeling is a big part of the game. You know, led by McCullum, you know, he always urges us to go out there and show up on the field, you know, have a presence out there. So it was just about going out there and showing that we're here to play cricket.
Yeah, and you play right here at the Queen's Park Oval. You look so relaxed in this environment. Does it help being a member of this club and knowing the conditions?
Yeah, definitely. You know, playing here for 6 years, it's been a pleasure playing here. So I feel comfortable at home. So it's just about going out here and trying to perform to the best of my ability.
Yeah, and your bowling didn't get wickets today, but you did quite well.
Yeah, you know, they'll come hard at me in the power play, you know, because of our bowling attack. But, you know, it's just about me keeping cool and going out there and trying to do the job for my team.
Great to see you today. All the very best.
Thank you.
So the Amazon Warriors, 156 for 7. I think it's a good score. Walton and Guptill got them off to a flyer. Then things were a real struggle in the middle order. Primus added some beef towards the back end, and Paul and Emrit made sure that the Amazon Warriors posted what I think is going to be a very competitive total. As for the bowlers, nothing for Freiling. He got hammered in his 1 over of the piece, was brought out of the attack, but Shadab, well, once again, He rocketed to the top of the wicket takers in the Hero CPL with 4 for 28. Narayan, very, very difficult to get away as always, 2 for 16. And Kevon Cooper added to his tally with 1 for 19. Now as the moon lights up the sky, Trinbago Knight Riders require 157 to win at just a little under 8 and over. We're going to take a break.
This is how we play the game. This is how we play. And we gon' represent and show them who we stand for. So get up and unite for your team. We'll give the best we've got. That's how we
Every man, every bat, every pitch, every pond, every deal, every wicket, every stone. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean blood. When people come out all nation, to the team in a unification. When the stadium ram bleach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification.
It's how we play.
Queen's Park Oval for match number 9 of the Hero CPL. Amazon Warriors put into bat by DJ Bravo. Some good starts there, particularly from the openers. But 36-24 could have blossomed into something else. And Muhammad got to 13, and you look at Primus, smoked a couple, got to 23, but it really was Paul and Emirates at the end. 25 off 13 deliveries. The last 5 overs, 52 for 2. Very useful indeed. A few highlights. Digital highlights bundle. Melanie.
Highlights galore from Martin Guptill coming back in after a hamstring injury. And I tell you what, he took to the pace of Fry Link to begin with. 26 from his first over, and then all of a sudden we saw that Republic Bank classic catch from Pierre. Then Narayan came on. So often happens for the Knight Riders. They can get off to a little bit of a flyer, but then the spin takes over. There was some lusty blows early. That could have been another Republic Bank catch. Classic catch if it went to hand. But all in all, the catching was pretty good. A lot of sky deliveries, getting up and above the floodlights. That was Brendan McCullum taking a very nice catch. Sounded reasonably good off the bat. But there he is again, Pierre. He was in the action right throughout. On this occasion, it was Searles with a handy catch. Cooper continues his really good form. That was a tracer bullet. That one wasn't as good, but it picked up back-to-back boundaries. The first was a 6, the second a 4. Rashid Khan comes on, and what does he do? Of course he picks up a wicket. Of course it's Pierre once again. He's been sensational right throughout this Hero CPL. And all of a sudden, you thought the Knight Riders were really in control of this game, and then there was a flurry at the end, the back 5 overs, picking up lots of runs to the point where now the Amazon Warriors have 156 on the board. Shadab Khan goes to the top of the leaders in terms of wicket takers with 4 for 28. Narayan, once again, the economy rate, wonderful, just 4 with his 2 for 16, and a wicket to Cooper as well.
Wonderful performance from Shadab Khan. He has been fined this CPL. Dream 11, in terms of getting amongst this, Shadab Khan, no surprises with this Dynamo. Walton's up the top there as well with some of his fireworks, and Sunil Narayan, Kevin Cooper and Marty Guptill. Dream11.com/points. Get on and get amongst the Dream 11 and pick your side. Time for McCullum and Narayan out there for TKR to try and track down 157, almost 8s, 7.85 to be precise. And we've got a couple of power hitters, very contrasting styles of McCullum, the right-hander, and a very smooth and silky Sunil Narayan. Saw a wonderful little pick-up here on Wednesday night when he flicked it. Reminded us of a certain D.I. Gower. And then over cover, and then those lovely elegant chip strokes down over long off or long on. Strike rate suggests he likes to get on with it and give it some. And contrast that with Brendan McCullum these days, 35 years young. And that strike rate is simply sensational. There's not muck about. Everyone either in the ground or sitting at home watching television. Doesn't have to be Einstein to work out. The first 6 overs with a shiny new ball, hard, and we're in a power play with only 2 men out. Have to get on with things, be positive, aggressive, and try and get off to a flyer and dictate terms and boss this game. So Al Tambera will have something to say about that though. Wonderful left arm swing bowler. Very good best of. Always a handful, particularly when he gets the radar right.
Yeah, Martin Guptill passed himself fit before the start. Struggling with a hamstring injury. Just loosening that off from his position at slip. Brendan McCullum also loosening off the back. All these lads in their mid-30s. Nestle countdown is underway. Time to get rocking with Brendan McCullum and co.
Yeah, the left arm seam from Tanvir will pose a little bit of a different challenge for the batsman.
First one with width on, off and gone! Just like that! That is what can happen in 2020 cricket. Big gun has gone straight away.
And they know how important that was. They know they've posted a good score. They know they're in with a chance if they pick up early wickets, and if they get rid of Brendan McCullum, then boy, bonanza time. The Rasta duck in full effect. McCullum gone for naught, first ball, not for one.
Yeah, the angle just had him reaching for it. Had to open the blade. Kachanan Singh looked at that ball all the way into his hands. Didn't want to make any mistake at all because that's a big wicket. And Tanvir strikes very early.
One Kiwi replaces another. Here's Colin Munro. Left-hander, so we've got two lefties out in the middle now. Yeah, she's a funny old game. These are great numbers for Munro, mind you. And McCullum, just a fraction more, but a bottom hand, just fractionally earlier on the timing, and it would have gone over. Cover point easy. That looks out! Oh, is it out? There's a huge shout! Langton! Rousseau, what are you doing?
Oh, I cannot believe the finger has stayed in the pocket here. That just looked absolutely stone dead. It's hit Munro in the shin in front of the lot. It swung late too.
I wish if everyone could have heard the sighs in the commentary box. Well, it hits him. Middle and leg. Was it going down? The angle. Doubt in the umpire's mind.
Heart in his mouth. You could see he was super nervous when it struck him on the pad. Langton, Rousseau saying going down.
There's a chance for a run out here. Oh, Munro gets out of the way, gets up at the other end. Best place to bat for him right now is the non-striker's end. I wonder if the position that Munro ended up in was the problem for us up here. There's the end of McCullum.
First ball last year, same opposition, same bowler for Brendan McCullum. Talk about deja vu. 1 for 1 here, and it could have been 2 for 1. Should it have been? Oh, a little bit of movement again in, and stand and deliver. Sunil Narayan, he's underway straight away.
Oh, there's no shortage of excitement here. We're seeing everything in the first over. How's about this for a perfect on drive from Sunil Narayan?
Well, if you think the loss of Brendan McCullum will temper this man, there's no way of stopping his aggression. A little bit of a jig between the two batsmen, but he gets a boundary off his first delivery, Narayan.
A wicket, first ball, dot ball, single, and a boundary. That is a key length. Look at the feet, they've gone nowhere, and there is that little bit of pace and extra bounce with a new ball. And McCullum, huge scalp. Golden Duck, here is his dismissals so far. Caught by Ryder was a cracker, but sucked in here from Kesrick Williams too. Fine piece of bowling. And now this, trying to reach and go early. Very first ball of the innings. Possibly could have been a second wicket with Munro's very first one. On the charge. Ends the first one, 5 for 1 now.
Well, this is what Dan's talking about. Could it have been 2? To the naked eye, it looked stone dead. I understand why Langton Pierre said no. The position Monroe ends up in afterwards, loses his balance, makes it look worse. And I wonder, would it have missed or clipped leg stump?
One down, possibly could have been two down. That late swing in. Stephen Jacobs, bit of off spin. Useful. Let's see if he can get it to go off the pitch, off the straight enough to ask questions. Good move. Off spinner going away from the outside edge of the lefties.
Yeah, he's someone that loves the ball round the wicket, angle the ball in. Doesn't really fight the ball. Very flat in the way he bowls. And he'll very rarely turn one. That's all you need as an off spinner. Let the batsman know you can spin it.
Oh, could have been out on another occasion. Gets enough of it, does Monroe. Little lucky, little nervy.
I thought he picked him out. I thought he plopped it straight in the hands of mid-on. But I think it's Primus there at mid-on. He'd come in off the edge of the circle. He was about 3 yards in. Just looked over his head.
Key to this innings, Monroe and Narayan. Losing McCullum for a golden one. There's more of that bottom hand into it. There is the protection. I've done some homework there. That's one of Monroe's key areas early on and against spinners in the power play. Here's this LB Butch. It's done a bit, isn't it? It's done a bit. He's hugged in very late.
Monroe looked worried, never took his eyes off the umpire. That's when you know a batsman thinks, oh man, that's close. I think it's a good call. I think it's a good call. You wouldn't have blamed him either way, actually. If he'd given it out, you'd have said fair dues as well.
True. I suppose when you think about you darling batters, this is a batsman's game and we'd like a bit of benefit of the doubt. This should be a wide. Yeah, there's an extra. Mr. Brathwaite, a little bit of exercise. Bales came off. Walton with the gloves on. He's asking and just hustling the very young Langton Rossier from Zimbabwe. Yeah. They're on his case. Zimbabwean out here for the Hero CPL 5th edition. Well, that's turned. There you go, Darren Ganga.
I told you so. And it will just like awaken the demons in Sunil's mind. A little bit of spin, the dry surface. It's probably a little bit of rough from the footmarks as well.
And that tells you all you need to know about this pitch. A man who never turns one off the straight, turns one square. Yeah, now Narayan doesn't know whether to stick or twist. Keep you in your crease for sure when one rags past you like that.
There's a beauty. Oh, here he goes, open that front leg, and oh, it's through. Has it got enough? No, this is a very good effort. Alarazam, wonderful stuff to finish out the over. Saved 2 runs, 13 for 1.
Quick there, Alarazam running all the way around from long off. Brilliant athletic stuff.
Gorgeous evening here in the capital. Jill Harrison. Oh, sounded good, but has he got enough of it? Oh, you better believe it. That is up there in the second tier from Colin Munro. Wonderful piece of striking early and over number 3.
Oh, the agony and the ecstasy. Tanvir had everyone tied up in knots in the first over. No swing this time. Munro gets himself out of his crease and popped this one over mid-on. It's a biggie.
That's why he's third on the list, the most runs this year's competition. Very prolific, powerful strike off the ball.
A little punch, don't bother running. Classic stuff from Munro.
Yeah, you poor bowlers. I'm going to feign a bit of sympathy for you. Tanvir had 1 over where the ball swung. Bowled two balls in his second over, gun barrel straight. And Munro has just pinged it through extra cover.
He just checked his shot. That's when you know batsman has perfect timing. He's in really good nick, Colin Munro. He's grown accustomed to the conditions here at the Queen's Park Oval. Home venue for the Trinbago Knight Riders.
Oh yeah, it's on. You can sense if there's no swing there, batters are going to have a free license just to thrash it to all parts. Live from the QPO, sold out crowd, yeah, you know it, loving the white and blue. Yeah, Darren Ganger with the matching pants, he's all over it as the fashion guru from the Port of Spain. Yeah, check out the trowel.
We keep getting sledged walking outside of the ground here. People are saying they haven't worn shirts like this in the Caribbean since the 60s.
Just need to know how to style it, guys.
Well, they certainly won't miss us. We're outside the ground trying to get back to the hotel. A lovely bit of change of pace from Sahel. Good thinking. Yeah, a lot of sixes as per. He made it look easy. Did Colin Munro. Little chip. That's what it was. Yep, smart stuff from Tami. Wants to change his bat again. He did the other night too.
He's been having some real willow trouble. A lot of trouble with the wood. Sano and Orion. Busted a couple.
Well, he likes to go through the full repertoire of his blades. This is his third time if he's changing it, that is. Oh, that sounded sweet! Go away! Sunshine, snacks, nuts, power shot of the day, you betcha! It's 31 for 1.
Been boomed into the Trini Posse stand. Carib girls diving for cover.
Slightly short, slightly off, too full, too wide. That's what happens.
It's that pace that he has, Colin Munro. Firmly planted. That is what allows him to be so powerful in his stroke play. Doesn't go reaching for the ball. Waits for it to come on to him. Wonderful execution.
He hasn't changed his bat yet, Sunil Narayan. Hesitate to say may. He cracks one long and hard. Monroe certainly is. He's already hit 2 maximum, striking at 230. 23 from just 10, with 2 boundaries along the ground. And he's gone to second now. That. Leading run scorers. Hello. Wow. Talk about some power.
This is one of the parts of modern batting that's really changed, really improved. Can't get away with a back of a length delivery on off stump anymore. Batsman, he's dragged it down a little bit, but you can see batsmen flat batting the ball over cover. They're happy to go over mid-off, baseball style, mid-on even. There's so few places of refuge for the bowler because batsmen have just become so adept at finding the boundary from any sort of length.
And again, gives himself room. Back-to-back boundaries for Munro.
It's his ability to keep his eyes on the ball and keep his head steady as well when he moves. Gives it a bit of a shimmy. Outside leg. Look at this. Backs away for his arms to move, but he looks at the ball. He's probably going to make contact with the stump. If he doesn't hit it off the middle of the bat, that's how good a player he is. Finds the gap as well.
The look of disbelief on the face of Stephen Jacobs. I haven't done anything wrong, Skip, I promise. All happening fine at my end. It's what Munro's doing at the other end that's the problem.
Yeah, and Guptill couldn't cut it off. One of the best in the world in the covers, Marty Guptill. There's the little shimmy. Confident mood now, Colin Munro. 4 fours and 2 maximums. And it's back over to you, Sunil. Been a bit slack tonight. He's only striking at 100. 8 from 8 with a 1 boundary. So he hasn't had much of the strike, Sunil Narayan, but what has he got now with 2 to go in the 4th? Roger Harper, the coach, in the dugout. The Amazon Warriors.
Looked some good nick, didn't he, Roger Harper? Still fit as a fiddle. Also saw Tony Gray out there tonight, former West Indies quick, played at Surrey in the 80s and early 90s. All of them looking in fine fettle.
Yeah, Roger's been around for some time, Roger Harper, in terms of coaching, involved with the Warriors. Didn't give much away with his expressions, watching the game. Unless, of course, you had a chat to him before the coin toss and he a bit more relaxed. Last one of the 4th. It's down the leg side, racing away. And Wright Emmerich with a bit of football skills. And they'll come back for 3. No wides. Well, we're going to get an extra one. Thought he might have got something on it. Munro.
Jacobs is imploring with umpire Brathwaite. And there was something on that. No way that was a wide. He's losing his cool out there. No place to lose your cool here at the Queen's Park Oval.
Well, I think he's frustrated because he's got to bowl another delivery. He will be hoping that he doesn't concede a boundary. Final delivery in this over.
Joel got lucky there. Sunil Narayan high on the splice. It's a single, so they've had 16 off that over. 47 for 1.
Both teams getting off to an absolute flyer in the first 4 overs. Both have lost a wicket, but just the one run, the difference between the Warriors and the Knight Riders. Munro, strike rate at the moment of 246, 32 from just the 13 deliveries. Narayan a little bit more sedate this evening, 10 from 10.
I don't think he's been getting much of the strike as well, Sunil Narayan. He will still take his chances. Red Emmert brought into the attack. Good economy, always amongst the wickets. He has a bag of tricks in terms of variety of deliveries.
He doesn't quite get hold of that. We'd be happy just to see that mid-on is down on the boundary, so picks up a single, so he continues his run-a-ball innings at the moment, Sunil Narayan.
I'm a little bit surprised that Martin Guptill has not opted for Rashid Khan, the next genuine spinner in this Amazon Warriors bowling lineup. Remember, they made 2 changes to their team. Rasami Permal is not in the squad. Roshan Primus brought in. But they need wickets. They can't allow Munro to take control of this game.
Oh, he's hit that beautifully. Duck! Everybody! It has gone a mile.
Yeah, he likes it. He likes space on the ball. That's why a spin option is probably a better one. Colin Munro, well, just continues from where he left off when he played against the Jamaica Talawas. That's length. Gets under it. And well, he has the power. Hero maximum for him.
He's in decent nick, isn't he? Beating his own drum out there. Trying to knock the stands down while he's at it.
Around the wicket. Hits that on the up. That's the impressive thing as well. Just his footwork. He's been bludgeoning them off the back foot, then quickly onto the front foot. He had a shout early doors, LBW, that they thought they had him, the Warriors, and then since that delivery, just middle of the blade, manoeuvring around the crease, giving himself some room to open up the offside. 39 from 15. Slower ball gets through Narayan.
The leading run scorer in Euro CPL 2017 thus far. Jumping past Lendl Simmons and now Karen Pollard. Still a lot of matches to go. Karen Pollard had a half century yesterday against St. Lucia Stars. 83 of 35 deliveries.
Goes with the bouncer, that will be given wide. 15 extras in the Knight Riders 20 overs. Already 6 for the Warriors.
Yeah, there's a game to be won out there for the Warriors if they can just keep their cool. At the moment they're getting rattled by umpiring decisions. They have to realise that the game starts to swing back in their favour in about 3 or 4 overs time when the ball gets a bit older. Just keep a lid on things until then.
Narayan on the pull. It's going to be one bounce to the boundary sweeper. And that's what the Knight Riders did so well. They kept their cool. Warriors got off to a flyer. Guptill and Walton. There's none for 40 after 3 overs. And they kept their cool, got themselves back into the game.
Yeah, I also think they had the chance to walk across the ground at the half-time break. It's not as wet as it was when TKR played against the Jamaica Talawas. So that's a plus for Guyana Amazon Warriors.
He goes again, and he goes just as nicely. He is on the charge here, Colin Munro. He motors to 45, 16 from it, 63 for 1.
That's his strong area. Square of the wicket. Length delivery. Easy pickings for Colin Munro.
Knight Rider fans up and about in fine voice as they usually are. But even more so now because this partnership, 63 from 32 between Narayan and Munro. And I think Darren Ganka said, oh, finally. Pace off the ball, Rashid Khan with his leg breaks coming on from the Brian Lara Pavilion end. Hasn't taken a wicket as yet. Look at that for his 20-over career. Wonderful economy rate of just over 6 and that average 15.78 because of those 78 wickets. Martin Guptill has gone on the attack. He's got a slip and play for him. Long on in play as well as deep mid-wicket. One of the other young leg spinners in world cricket. Starts well. Does Narayan, that is, because it's gone all the way.
Oh, that's a sweet strike. It's a long old boundary out there, deep mid-wicket. Man posted right on the line of it. Was never in the game. Right out of the middle. Fabulous from Narayan.
Sounded so good. Wants the reply now. Oh, it's leg side.
Well, if it has to happen for the Amazon Warriors, Rashid Khan has to play a part in terms of taking wickets. This was the last over. Another hero maximum. Dispatched by Colin Munro.
Well, he's now up to 17 deliveries, 45 on the board. If he can pick up another one of those hero maximums, he will go to an equal fastest 50 in CPL history. At the moment, he is leading the run scorers. $5,000 gone.
Yeah, the E-zone fastest 50. The player manages to pull that one off. Will take home 5,000 US. Colin Munro also up there in the hero maximum race. Seems to be a lot of Trinbago Knight Riders players on all of these lists at the moment.
Rashid picks that. So many players haven't. Interesting to see that Narayan went with the slog sweep early to Rashid Khan as well. It's not a shot that we've seen. Haven't seen much sweeping to Shadab Khan at all. Flat. Comfortably negated. Just making sure everything's A-OK. It is 9 runs coming from it. 72 for 1. power play comparison there. Well, in the last over or so, it has just really stretched out in favour of the Knight Riders. 21 runs difference there, 1 wicket as well difference. They, at the moment, are in control of this match, but as we know, coming into around that 10 over mark, things do start to change. .72 for 1 at the end of the power play. It is the best power play for this Hero CPL 2017. As you can see there, the comparison between the scores, there is now a gap between the two teams in favour of the Knight Riders.
Roshan Primus making his T20 debut, contributed with the bat, and now he has an opportunity with the ball. He is a little bit deceptive in terms of pace, bowls at a rapid pace, and will also show some variety.
On debut this evening, 23 from 20 with the bat, now has an opportunity with the ball in hand. Aanemgam will be hoping that he can continue his debut form. Well, Lorine doesn't want him to continue it. There's an opportunity. It could be a ripping catch, and it's taken. No, it's dropped. How did he let that go? Kimo Paul did all the hard work, made the ground, got his hands to it. It was in there for quite a while, and at the last second, it has fallen out.
He looked very composed going after this one, running to his right, and then at the last minute just slipped through. Kept his eyes on the ball. Well, hands didn't make contact at all.
Well, the debutant could have had a wicket off the very first ball he's bowled in this Hero CPL. Instead, they've taken 2. Well, here's another opportunity. Will he do it himself? No, he won't. Would you believe it? One of the most simple catches caught and bowled he will ever have the opportunity of taking, and he himself has put it down.
Well, he can't complain. He cannot blame Kimo Paul. Had the opportunity himself as a bowler. Roshan Primus will be kicking himself. He had the opportunity to take his first T20 wicket and just snatched it, and it popped out.
Oh no. It's the old school kids, crocodile style. Disastrous.
And probably Munro's first play and miss in amongst all the excitement. And the Knight Riders caught so well today. Fortunately for the Warriors, they have not continued that form. This, the easiest one of the evening.
Probably the easiest one of the entire tournament.
Good communication between Narayan and Munro. He moves to 47.
And Amazon Warriors can't afford to give quality players chances. This man is such an important member of this TKR batting lineup.
Single. Tanvir will do the tidying up. Colin Munro scores a 50 within the next 2 balls. He will become the fastest 50, the fastest E-zone 50 in this competition. And he'll be in the running for $5,000 US. So Primus at the last delivery of his first over in Hero CPL. Goes short again. Munro will say, I'll take that single and I'll have the strike at the start of the next. 78 for 1. his own fastest 50. The player that records that at the end of this Hero CPL will pick up $5,000 at the final. Brendan McCullum and Colin Munro went blow for blow in game number 1 against the St Lucia Stars for their 24 and 26 run 50s, but it's Darren Sammy leading at the moment, 23 ball 50 against the Tridents last night. Those fastest 50 players could really be in the option for anyone who has registered a Dream 11 team. If you haven't, jump on dream11.com/points. Wonderful competition where you can pit your skills against your friends. The better your players perform on the field, the more points you earn, the more prizes you can win.
And if you haven't picked Colin Munro on your fantasy team, then you're making a big mistake. What a player so far in this tournament.
Jacobs now coming into his third.
Searching for a wicket. Amazon Warriors Martin Guptill has his work cut out. Must get a wicket now or this game is gone.
Well, Danny Morrison's gone walkabout. He's down on the boundary somewhere.
Thanks, guys. Yes, with one of the directors of the fabulous franchise, well, concept, if you like, the Knight Riders KKR, now TKR. Venki Mysore, lovely to see you back here. Things going to plan, you reckon, with TKR?
Well, absolutely, Danny. It's
Oh, he's out! We'll have to come back to that. That's not a bad catch. They've finally caught one in the outfield.
Certainly right. Finally, a catch has been taken by the Warriors. Jacobs comes on, third ball of the over, his second spell. And Mohammed takes a simple catch. Narayan departs, 23 from 22, and the Knight Riders are 79 for 2.
Narayan had cleared that long, deep mid-wicket boundary on the slog sweep, but wasn't able to get enough power behind it on the pull. Catch is taken. Guptill just rallying his troops here, telling them to concentrate, telling them that the game starts now for them.
Much needed wicket there for the Warriors. That partnership was just starting to get away from them. They've managed to finally keep their cool, take a catch. That means that Darren Bravo comes out to the middle, so left-hander replaces a left-hander. Pretty good average there, 30 plus. Strike rate, he'd probably like to be a tad higher, hitting open over that 120.
Yeah, still on the right. He's not been the aggressor in the partnership with Colin Munro. He's going a little bit stale. Not quite timing this one.
We're going to go down to Danny Morrison as Colin Munro brings up his 50.
Yeah, lovely stuff, Colin Munro. You can always trust the Kiwi, Venki Mysore. It's obviously going pretty well for TKR and yourself.
Well, absolutely. It's been terrific being here in the Queen's Park Oval in the iconic centre here. But more importantly, I think the Knight Rider brand and our coming in here, everyone has embraced us brilliantly. I mean, you can't ask for a better atmosphere, so I'm really thrilled about it.
I hear you've been catching up with the Prime Minister, so things are going quite swimmingly.
No, it was really wonderful of him to give us time and had a long discussion, and he welcomed us very, very warmly and appreciated the plans that we have for what we want to do with the partnership and how we want to build the brand and things that we can do with what we have done back home to what we can bring back here. So there's some great opportunities for synergies and partnerships, so we're looking forward to that.
And what about Shah Rukh Khan? Is Shah Rukh going to pop over?
Oh, Jesus. I mean, he really wanted to come, but we just released a big film. And so he's a bit busy with that, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll make the finals and persuade him to come over here. I don't think it'll take too much persuasion, though.
Venki, good to see you. Wonderful. Take care.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Single off the last 8 overs gone, scores on 82 for 2. TKR needing 75 from 72 balls after the Amazon Warriors put on 156 earlier today. Starts to Walton, Guptill and Primus. A little flurry at the end, but it was Shadab Khan with his 4 for 28 was a standout, with his spin partner Narayan 2 for 16. Munro equal fastest 50 at the moment, coming off just 23 deliveries, and he's looking pretty good.
Roshan Primus still searching for his first wicket in T20 cricket. Had the opportunity to do so, didn't hold on. And Amazon Warriors just only managing 2 wickets so far.
He's probably still thinking, I can't believe it. First of all, catch put down off my first ball in my CPL history, and then I put down an absolute dolly the next ball. It's going through the captain's mind. Long on up inside the circle. Just held off the pitch a bit, it looked like. All of a sudden, when we get up to around these 9-10 overs, this pitch starts to come into play because the ball is losing its hardness. Big shout early doors for an LBW, and after that, well, it was just the Munro show. Bottom hand coming into play, hitting forward of point, hitting backward of point. You bowled short of a length, you went. He's having a pretty good tournament so far. Leading run scorer. And rotation of strike has been pretty good too. Big innings here now for Darren Bravo. He's had a couple of opportunities in this Hero CPL so far and hasn't come through with the goods.
Yeah, he got to 33 in the last match, just when he looked like he will carry on. Got out. Hasn't played a lot of competitive cricket. Hasn't played much international cricket as well, so he'll be looking to get himself into groove. This is what he's done so far in Hero CPL.
That's good rotation too. That's what they'll want to do, particularly on this pitch at this stage of the game.
We've got a little bit of a glimpse of Darren Bravo and the class player that he is in the loss against the Talawars. 33 from 25 deliveries, including some sparkling stroke play, particularly off the spinners, straight down the ground. Big job to do now. This has traditionally been the difficult time to bat, although Munro is still making it look easy.
Good bouncer. Really hurried Munro up, and he just tried to evade more than anything else. Managed to get a little bit on it, a little feather for a boundary.
This guy is deceptive. Have a look at this batsman who's well kept, set, rushed, hurried. Just getting some extra bounce may have just tapped him on the helmet as well.
Well, the interesting one now will be the follow-up ball. Last ball of the over. Will he try for something special? Primus? Will Munro try for something special? A little bit of frustration there. 9 overs gone, 90 for 2.
Even carrot girls need a break sometimes. Not for long though.
We've seen some magnificent fans coming into this ground, and of course some of them dress up. The hero fan of the day, Shiftat Phillip, was here very early doors too. It's $500 US for that outfit. Yeah, show the crowd the check. Why wouldn't you? I think someone would be a little bit disappointed too. Pretty good efforts going in.
Mate, you put the effort into stick a kitchen knife through your head, you'd imagine you'd get the prize, wouldn't you?
It's nicely driven. Won't reach the boundary.
Guyana Singh having a field day, slipping again at cover, not finding his footing. Had the opportunity for a run out very early in Bravo's innings. Just couldn't get down in time. Damp outfield, wet ball, different type of challenge.
And the challenge is being set by Colin Munro at the moment because he's striking the ball very nicely.
Yeah, it was the wicket of Munro that started the slide in the previous game. Tell you one thing, there is no slide going on when you're taking home a chest of El Dorado rum. Lucky draw winner has had a very, very good night indeed here at the Queen's Park Oval, and is probably about to have an even better one when he gets it home.
Adding to the excitement on the field, Darren Bravo, we're making the point about his style of batting and quality as a player. Has 8 Test centuries to his name, 3 ODI centuries as well, an average of 40 in Test cricket. So he's really blossomed as a young, talented player. A lot of people in the West Indies still feel he has a big part to play in the recovery and rebirth of West Indian cricket.
Jacobs continues around the wicket to the left-handed Munro. Darts that one in.
It's interesting. I hear what you're saying about Darren Bravo. The West Indies Test team are in England at the moment preparing for a Test tour, and he's here. It's not easy to satisfy all these different masters as an international cricketer these days.
Good over. Just the 3 singles coming from it. Halfway through these allotted overs, 93 for 2, and it will be a Carib break. This is the lay of the land at the moment in this match number 9 between the Warriors and the Knight Riders. Amazon Warriors putting on 156. Walton top scoring with 36. A little bit of a flurry by Paul at the end. Really got them up there and a bit of momentum. Shadab, the pick of the bowlers, 4 for 28. He continues his Ten overs gone in this run chase by the Knight Riders, attempting to chase down the Amazon Warriors. 156 to get back on their winning ways. 11 runs difference in the comparative scores, and 1 wicket as well, as Martin Guptill turns to spin again. Rashid Khan coming on for his second spell. Just bowled the 1 over in his first, and he bowled that from the opposite end. Still searching for his first wicket in the Hero CPL 2017. Even Jacobs has finished his spell, 4 overs, 1 for 31, and a good comeback too. 24 runs coming from his first 2 overs, and then just 7 runs and a wicket from his next 2. So Darren Bravo out in the middle has removed the helmet. And turn, and not called a wide, so maybe gets away with one early doors.
The young lad from Jalalabad in Afghanistan, out here in Trinidad. Beautifully bowled. Is that Googly? So dangerous, so few batsmen in world cricket have picked it. Darren Bravo reaching for it. Yep, streets of Afghanistan to T20 leagues of the world. Oh, beauty again. It's a ripper.
What a delight to have 2 young leg spinners here. You've got Shadib Khan, who got 4 for 28, and now we're seeing Rashid Khan showing his wares. Brilliant.
And hasn't picked the actual leg break on this occasion. Stephen Jacobs, one of the frontline spinners, has been bowled out, 1 for 31 off his 4. Rashid Khan, none for 8 off 2, so he still has 2 overs to go. The rest of the options for Martin Guptill will be seam. And that might be an issue for them. Part-time spinner Jason Mohammed might be an option. Emirates now back on for his second spell, as Munro just keeps motoring along here. He's either picking up singles, rotating the strike, or he's finding the boundary. How good is this? 2 leg breaks, then the actual, 2 googlies, then the actual leg break. Couldn't believe he still doesn't have a wicket as yet. Well, the El Dorado happiest fan alive. It's hard to pick them because there are so many here today, but for today, it's Jenna.
Yeah, 2 of the lucky fans will, from each region, will win a chance to fly to the CPL finals, which are of course happening here in Trinidad, so she doesn't have to go anywhere. And that is a beauty. Boundary for Darren Bravo.
Can't stop Jenna, she's jumping everywhere, and so are they. Noise. Incredible here at the Queen's Park Oval. And it's about time they'll be saying from you, Darren B. First boundary, he's gone to 9, but it's taken him 14 deliveries. Doesn't get any better in terms of atmosphere than here.
Yeah, struggled in the last over, didn't he? Rashid Khan likes the pace now coming on. off pace on that occasion. Just rolled the fingers across it. Jenna will be disappointed though if she is the happiest fan alive, because she won't get to fly Caribbean Airlines anywhere.
I'm sure they'll take her up there. A couple of other guests.
Just what, a lap of Tobago and back again?
There, go in the islands, stop off, lunch, party, come back.
Bravo, 9 from 15. 1 from 16. Wonderful average, 30 plus in CPL history. Strike rate of 119, probably something that he would like to improve on. Now goes up to 10 dot deliveries. Darren Bravo. Works this well, 1, just so it's short fine. Kept the strike, 1 short of 100, 2 down.
Interesting little comparison there. At the runs, that's not the issue. Wickets down in terms of where the Warriors were, but they did get up over 150. This would be the best chase of the season. Winning, that is, batting second. 148 the highest. He's at it again as Rashid Khan. G'day, DG.
Yes, Danny. Creating problems for Darren Bravo. Spoke about him being a quality player, but he's up against a quality leg spinner as well. From Afghanistan, Rashid Khan. Big shot, but he'll get 1. Brings up the 100 for the Trinbago Night Riders. It's coming quick time. A lot of it from the bat of Colin Munro, who's well set. 59 of 32 deliveries, 57 required from 46. Martin Guptill still thinking about what can they do to go on to win this match. Rashid Khan into his 3rd over. Mel, you'd think that he will want to pick a couple wicket. Republic back, dugout. Went down.
Not seen that reverse sweep since his dismissal. Game 1, beginning of the week. Yeah, gone back to it without success.
Was there some glove on that one? Was it a half opportunity for Chadwick Walton? And a miss again. That googly is pulling across the left-handers. Darren Bravo and now Colin Munro. Respect, well bowled. Will he get a wicket? No, says the umpire. An appeal in vain. 13 overs gone. 100 for 2.
So Tami just saying, what did he say? What was his reasoning? There was 3 fingers up in the commentary box pretty much immediately on that occasion. Trinidad fans more than happy though it wasn't given.
57 from 42 required now. Night Riders, still plenty batting to come. Dream 11 fantasy scorecard. Shut up Khan, no surprises there. At the top of the table. Very good performance today. 4 wickets to him. Colin Monroe as well. Very consistent with the bat. And Sunil Narayan, he's there as well. Ball and bat, along with Walton and Cooper. What a shot! Bravo, he's been sedate for most of his innings. This time he fires his first hero maximum.
Right in the slot. Loves the pace on the ball, has struggled to the spinners, has been sweating on something in his area. Didn't try and overhit it, just a clean swing of the blade. And that has gone all the way.
Yeah, lovely flourish of the bat. Reminiscent of the great Brian Charles Lara. They both hail from Santa Cruz, western part of Trinidad. And I think he's got him. The first wicket for Roshan Primus. Look at the celebration, it's a big wicket. Might be a game changer as well. Little extra bounce. All Bravo could have done was just fended it through to the wicket keeper. Another good start for him. Couldn't quite carry on. 17 he gets. It's 106 for 3.
Strong fellow, Primus. Yeah, good energy, really good heat. It's his first one, he's on debut. Doesn't he know it? Good scalp again, first up, Darren Bravo.
Some discussions with Martin Guptill and Chadwick Walton. Usually find captains conversing a lot with wicket keepers. That's because they're well positioned behind the stumps. Offer the most information for decision making. Dinesh Ramdin comes to the crease with the fall of Darren Bravo. Guardian Group live easy moment. He's chilling with bat in hand. .51 required from 39 deliveries.
We were just talking about the importance of Darren Bravo's innings today. Beautiful 6 down the ground, the ball before pitched up in his area. Primus on his debut bowled well, thought right, I'm going to go a little bit shorter on this occasion. Bravo looking for the single after the boundary, just picked up the feather.
Yeah, intentional plan to bowl short to Darren Bravo. Many feel he's not as comfortable with the short deliveries. This approach being adopted. Dinesh Ramdin as well. Strong front foot player, loves a bit of wit. Very busy customer between the stumps as well, so he will be looking for every single run. Coach of the TKR, Simon Katic. The dot delivery after the fall of the wicket. Well, the required rate has gone above 8. Still not an easy game for TKR. 51 required. Still some depth in this batting, but wickets can easily increase the pressure. Should just be a single to finish what will be a very good over. 7 from it. It's 107 for 3.
that required run rate that'll be the concern for the Night Riders in this chase. They won't want to let it get too much above that 8 and over mark. We've seen panics settle in some of these chases.
The excitement continues at the Queen's Park Oval. What an atmosphere to play T20 cricket. Green 11 Fantasy Scorecard. Get on there. green11.com/points. Select your players who you think will be the star on the day.
Yeah, right, Emirates. Looking forward to this. You just feel like maybe they've missed a trick with an extra spinner, the Warriors. But when you look at Right Emirates, the changes of pace, those cutters of wide of the crease, close in. He starts with a wide here, but he's such a go-to guy, even in dry, slow conditions.
He's been expensive in his first couple overs. At Emirates. Martin Guptill still has Tanvir for 2 overs. He's also got Rashid Khan, 1 over. Primus as well, still an option. Not a dot. Last 5 overs, just 17 runs. 7 singles, 1 boundary, 1 hero maximum, and 21 dots, Mel.
Yeah, fair few of them, isn't there? And I think that's why you can just see Martin Guptill there just cheering on the boys. Come on, boys, stay in there. I think these next two overs are really important, particularly when you look at the last 5. 18 runs, 1 wicket, 1 4, 1 hero maximum.
Cut away. It's a strong area. Dinesh Ramdin. You can't bowl length and give him width. He will capitalize.
Yeah, sounded good, didn't it? Absolutely. Get the DJ onto this one. A little too short or too wide. It's the quicker one from Right Emirates. The radar's off. But Dinesh Ramdin's is not. Indeed.
Yeah, just checks the required rate. It's dropped below 8. That's what boundaries do. Now touching 12 per over. It's not been economical in his spell. Change in the field. Long off will be inserted. Third man and fine leg up within the 30-yard circle. Better delivery. And then just up. Getting to the crease. He's only faced 7 deliveries. Can't afford for this run rate to go up and put pressure on the lower order.
Yeah, and I think that Martin Guptill there, just that smile on the face, having a bit of a joke, is just trying to relax Emirates a little bit, make sure he doesn't get too tense.
Just a single. That's the mistake that TKR made against the Jamaica Talawas. After a powerful start, found it very difficult to rotate the strike and even to get boundaries. So it's an area of concern for this TKR team. And they finish an innings off in a clinical fashion.
Well, my first time in the Hero CPL, and I tell you what, coming to this ground, as soon as you arrive, you just feel the energy, and that has been brought by all the fans, and it has been for many, many a year. One of the grounds to come and watch cricket at. That one is pitched outside leg.
Good decision by Alantan Rusiri, making the right call. The traditional Tassa drums from Trinidad, a representation of the Indian culture on the island. So very diverse. Loves the entertainment, I can tell you that. Big shot again from Dinesh Ramdin. Not quite getting it. 8 runs from the over. It's 115 for 3.
Overs to go here at Queen's Park Oval. Still the wickets comparison, 5 to the Warriors, 3 to the Riders.
11 runs and 2 wickets, the difference between both teams after 15 overs with the bat. Martin Guptill will still be supporting his players. Is still in with a chance to win this game. That required rate just under 9. Does he get a boundary? Yes, he does. Ramdin gets it right this time after a couple miscues.
That's got the Knight Riders fans up and about. He's picked the length beautifully. Pulled it off the front foot, hit it flat, hit it hard. Boundary sweeper had no chance.
Primus can't afford to become predictable. He's been predominantly short with his lengths. And in T20 cricket, if a batsman could predict your length, takes the advantage. Boundary off the first delivery. And another. Hero maximum for Dinesh Ramdin. It's raining boundaries now.
Holy heck! That is impressive. Fans know it. And we can all appreciate this. Off the back foot. Clears the front leg. And says it's not just about a little flick and a dab here from Dinesh Ramdin. He's given the full flourish. Can the bowler Primus come back and needs a wicket here? Lovely.
Better delivery. Way better delivery from Primus. Exactly the type of innings you'd expect from Ramdin at this stage of the game. Don't want that rate to go too high. And for new batsmen to be able to score the remaining runs. 32 required from 27 now. Might have been a chance for a run out, but an easy single in the end.
Well, they've done well, the Knight Riders. Have picked up boundaries at the start of the overs, and that just takes the pressure off them. A 4 and a 6 to start this, so then they're happy then if the ball's not quite in their slot, they don't have to try and overhit or try and create something that's not there. More than happy to pick up the single and say, right, we're ahead of the run rate here.
Guardian live easy fan, I say. Another play and a miss. Colin Munro is just stalled a bit here in his innings. Still 59 from 38. Just tailing out, being able to make contact. Just needs to turn the strike over. Develop a partnership, which is already gone to 20 off 16. Well, he gets hold of this one. Does he find the gap? No. Fielder comes around. Hasn't been getting much of the strike. Colin Munro. 16 overs gone. 128 for 3.
this match going right down to the wire here at Queen's Park Oval. The Knight Riders requiring 29 from just 24 deliveries. Both teams coming off losses, both teams keen for 2 points. The crowd, well, you know whose side they're on. Knight Riders all the way. Last roll of the dice here for Martin Guptill and the Warriors. It's Rashid Khan with his leg breaks coming on for his 4th and final over. The run rate currently 7.25 is the required. And hovering around that 7, just going above 8, then coming back down again as Rashid continues. Wrong one to start with. I think they'll be happy just to potentially work in singles, put the bad ball away, yes, but if they can get through this over without losing a wicket, picking up 7 runs, they'll be more than happy.
Yeah, not losing a wicket, most critical thing. Guyana Amazon Warriors will want to make use of the remaining 5 deliveries from this Rashid Khan's over.
Slip and play, Guptill knows he needs a wicket. Ready for that wrong un. Munro on top of that one though. Tanvir still has 2 to come. You'll think that he'll come on for the 18th and 20th.
Yeah, Butch, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Who's going to win tonight?
Well, the team chasing has won every game so far. Monroe's still there for Trinbago. Rashid's only got 4 balls left, and even though he still hasn't picked up a wicket, he's looked most likely. I'm going with the home team, which should please the people of Queen's Park Oval.
He goes big with the slog sweep as he found the gap, and you better believe it. Ramden on the fly here, 23 from 15.
One of his favourite shots. Dinesh Ramden, adept at playing the slow bowlers. Picks the googly, hits with the spin, and executes well. Look at this. Finds the gap. Most important thing in his execution. Keeping his eyes on the ball. And made very good contact.
Yeah, and happy to hit it flat and go for the 4 boundary. Doesn't get too carried away thinking he's going to go for the hero maximum. They're in a sense playing it safe, but still picking up a boundary. Looks to go again. Just gets the bottom edge on that occasion.
Yeah, well, I guess because of the batting lineup, it allows Ramden to play with that type of freedom. Still 7 wickets in hand for the Trinbago Knight Riders. The amount of batting to come still. So they could allow one of the players out in the middle to get boundaries. Keep this required rate down and not let this match slip away.
Rotation of strike still pretty good here. Hard to believe that Rashid Khan still doesn't have a wicket this year in the Hero CPL. Mind you, if you can count the amount of times he's actually bowled the ball past the blade, you would think 1, 2 of them might have found the faint edge.
He's up there battling Bhuvaneshwar Kumar all the way for the purple cap in the IPL this year, but the luck's deserted him.
Gives himself some space on this occasion as Ramden still pushing the fielders all the way here. Pretty good over, 9 runs coming from it, 137 for 3. innings here in match number 9 as the Worms sort of intersected a couple of times, but at the moment the Knight Riders just edging ahead a little bit. 20 runs from 18 balls is the equation. And for them, they've got 7 wickets in the shed.
The thing they've done so well is building partnerships. This one between Ryan Ramden, 31. Stand between Munro and Narayan at the beginning was 79. Pitches such as these, new batsmen find life so difficult. So important that one guy takes the responsibility on to battle all the way through, and so far Munro has done just that.
I spoke about the batting to come. Still some firepower there. Dwayne Bravo, Shadab Khan, who showed his worth in that second game, leading TKR to victory, trialing Searles, Cooper and Carey Pair at number 11.
And yet again, you can just feel this crowd coming right back into the game again. They know that particularly these next 2 overs, they don't want to get down to the last over, the 20th over, and have a little tricky 10-12 runs to get. They want to try and make sure that they've got things well and truly under control. Although that might be a little bit trickier. So Hal Tanvir now coming back on. Gets the ball in the right area to begin with. It is skied. It is going to fall safely. They're going to scoot back for 2.
Ramden living dangerously. Short, slow delivery, nearly hanging. Now between the fielder and short fine leg and deep backward square. Had to wait a bit and then lost the bottom hand from the bat.
Yeah, it looks as if he was going for that boundary ball the first couple of deliveries of the overs. Try and release that pressure. Really try and go again. It does again, high on the bat. "17 from 16. Martin Guptill now really desperate for a wicket. He needs a new batter in, trying to struggle to get themselves in. Ideally, he wants a double wicket.
And he needs Dwayne Bravo out in the middle as well. Hasn't really looked fluent with the bat. Struggled so far in this tournament. The captain of this TKR with the bat.
That's well bowled. Really well bowled, using all his years of experience on that occasion, Tanvir. A little bit of concern there, hit it right on the toe, jammed it down. I've seen a few bats disintegrate this Hero CPL.
Should be in the T20. It's never done until it's done. Tanvir rips one of those through Munro. Game on again.
Width on this occasion, but picks out the boundary sweeper. Brings Munro back onto strike. Hasn't hit a boundary since the 9th over. It's basically been working in singles, rotating the strike. Mind you, hasn't had a lot of the strike.
Yeah, this tournament he's been very consistent. He had that unbeaten half century in the first match against St. Lucia Stars. Solid innings against the Talawas. Backing it up again against the Warriors. Knows they're within touching distance of another victory.
Oh, little bottom edge, he needed something on it, or else that would have been the end of Colin Munro.
The importance of having a set batsman all the way to the end. Someone who can play that big innings, especially when you're chasing a total in excess of 150. Munro playing this role perfectly. I think they would have learned from what transpired against the Talawas. Went very hard all the way through and struggled to get beyond 150, the TKR.
Goes big on this occasion. Underneath it, but Don't worry, he's back on the board with another boundary. Munro moves to 70.
Big high five. That's a huge shot. Talk about releasing the pressure. 2 to go, 148 for 3.
Until that last delivery from the last over, Colin Munro hadn't hit a boundary since the 9th over. And he's come up with a monster 6 just to release the pressure once again. And now it's looking, you would think, more and more comfortable for the Knight Riders. 9 from 12 needed.
Yeah, get it under 10 with 2 to go. And the game is yours. Took a bit of guts. No guts, no glory. Ramden knows it. They know it.
Slower ball again. Has it gone all the way? You better believe it. Back-to-back sixes. Munro first, and now Ramden.
Hero maximums back-to-back. And it has broken the back of this run chase. 106 already in the Hero CPL. Just the 9th game. We've not played on a plumb batting track yet either. But these guys can still pump it out of the park no matter what. Ramden is pumped up and this crowd is bouncing.
Sneak through for single, good running, good communication, good awareness. As Gupta was quite deep in the inner circle. Ramden's happy with that response from Munro. And now it's down to 2 runs needed for the Knight Riders off 10 deliveries. And listen to that crowd. Nine Hero maximums, the most we've seen in a Hero CPL this season. 18 in total. No, we don't need a run out, says Colin Munro.
No, the game's over. Game's done. Colin Munro has played an absolutely magnificent hand. He was a great nick the other night against the Talawars, but gave it away at the halfway point. And the middle order failed to capitalise on an incredible start. He wasn't going to make that mistake twice.
Well, they can afford a couple of dot deliveries. They've got balls to spare here, still 8 of them to come. It's the 2 runs required. Bit of jocularity on the sideline, looking pretty relaxed there, the Knight Riders. Players and management thinking that they've got this under control. Funny old game, cricket sometimes. That's pitched outside leg, so won't be given. What will be given though will be a leg by. But now just the 1 needed. Now, the local fella, Dinesh Ramden, coming on to strike. And a clinical run chase so far here for the Knight Riders. At 156 runs, 57 to win. Only lost the 3 wickets to date, and as we say that, Martin Guptill has brought every player into the inner circle bar 1. There'll be a deep mid-wicket in play. Cover and mid-wicket squeezing in to stop the single. Bowls with whip. Ramden says thank you very much. I'll bring up the win with a boundary and yet another hero maximum.
That's a great run chase. Highest run chase of the tournament so far. And they did it at a canter. One hole over to spare. They've already got a fantastic net run rate. The Trinbago Knight Riders, that is going to be boosted yet again. The Amazon Warriors put up a good fight, but they've now lost 3 from 3. And Trinbago Knight Riders and their ecstatic supporters are staring down at the rest of the table in this year's Hero CPL. Dinesh Ramden, local boy, local hero, finishes on 42 not out. And it's that man, that Kiwi, once again, the man who leads the run scorers in the competition. Colin Munro, 5 4s, 5 6s, joint quickest 50 of the tournament so far, along with Darren Sammy. 70 not out. Very well played, sir. Very well played.
Scintillating form from Colin Munro. 66 not out in the first match, 141 and now 70 not out. He well and truly led this run chase. McCullum went very first ball of the match and the crowd fell silent for a little while at least. Narayan, well, a run of ball, 23. Darren Bravo, 17. But it was a wonderful partnership, 56-run partnership with Ramden that got the Knight Riders over the line.
Well, they huffed and they puffed. Tanvir could have had 2 wickets in his first over. Perhaps that was the moment that changed the game. Munro being given not out first ball. Jacobs picked up 1. Primus picked up his first wicket of his CPL career. But in the end, it was not enough to stop the Trinbago Knight Riders.
So match number 9, the match summary, 156 put on the board by the Warriors. Having been sent in, starts to Walton, Guptill and Primus. Shadab Khan yet again in the wickets, 4 for 28. Narayan, the economy rate, absolutely wonderful. 16 from his 4 overs with 2 wickets. But in the end, a comfortable 7-wicket win to the Knight Riders. The winning moment, well, it should have come in a hero maximum because they'd been pumping them all right throughout this game, both sides. Disappointment for Martin Guptill coming back in after injury to skipper the side. And on the flip side though, sheer delight for the Knight Riders. The supporters, they've been up all game. They do not sit at this ground. They cheer, they yell. They are right behind their boys, the Knight Riders. This is the Hero Motorcorp leaderboard. That means that the Trinbago Knight Riders goes to the top, clear by 2 points after that win. They've only lost the one, which was to Jamaica the other evening. 4 points each for the Tridents, the Patriots and the Talawars. And unfortunately for the Warriors and the Stars, they are yet to open their account. Let's go down to Darren Ganga.
Thank you very much. I'm here to celebrate the man of the match for today's game, Colin Munro, for his fine innings of 17 not out. He will receive an award from Mr. Venki Mysore, the CEO of the Trinbago Knight Riders. Congratulations in order. That's the first award, and then there's another. What an innings of power and a match-winning innings. Colin, you've made Trinbago Knight Riders a home.
Yeah, it's very nice to. I think last game I got out at a crucial stage, and today the coach said if myself or Bravo is there after the power play, we need to take responsibility and bat through. And it wasn't pretty in the middle. Just very fortunate that Ramden came in and played the way he did because he struck the ball really well. And yeah, he was the game changer today, I think.
Yeah, you're the leading run scorer in Hero CPL at the moment, 2 unbeaten half centuries. What are you doing so good for you to have that type of consistency?
I think it's just having the freedom from the players around me and the management staff to go out there in the power play, be aggressive. If it comes off, it comes off, and then especially on the wickets here in Trinidad, it's a little bit slower and a little bit harder to manufacture shots through the middle. So for me, it's just about going out there and still playing good cricket shots through the middle and trying to build a partnership with whoever I'm in.
Yeah, what's your assessment of the pitch today?
I thought early on with the new ball, it's get it on really well. You could hit through the line, play your shots, and then just slowed up a little bit. Probably not as much as I showed with the bat there in the middle, but the way Shoppy came in and whacked it was great to see from the other side.
And finally, 3 wins from 4 matches. Winning is a habit, right?
Yeah, it is, and I think when we can play some good cricket, we were close last game and we were off. We played a pretty terrible game and we were close. So we know that if we put on good performances and we're close to our best, we're a great side. So if we can keep building this momentum at home and then hopefully take it on the road.
Congratulations again on that special innings and all the very best for the rest of the tournament.
Cool, thank you very much. Cheers.
The party continues here at the Queen's Park Oval. And the TKR are top and looking down on everybody else. We'll have a look back on the rest of the game, but first of all, we're going to take a little break.
This is how we play the game. This is how we play. And we gon' represent and show them who we stand for. So get up and unite for your team. We'll give the best we've got. That's how we
Every ball, every bat, every pitch, every pad, every deal, every wicket, every stone. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean blood. When time come out all nation, to the team in a unification. When the stadium ram bleach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification.
It's how we play.
So a happy crowd here in Port of Spain because the Knight Riders have won by 7 wickets, chasing down 156. Wonderful run chase, the highest of this Hero CPL for 2017, mostly off the back of a wonderful knock by Colin Munro. He continues his outstanding form, 70 not out, and was joined out in the middle by Dinesh Ramden, 42 not out. That partnership getting them over the line. Danny Morrison, a wonderful run chase. Colin Munro, his form has been outstanding.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is definitely his format, Mel. Loves 2020, and I just think he's one of those guys that, in this sort of stage, he wants to showcase his skills because in terms of the big tournament, the IPL, everyone wants to play at that, and he really hasn't had much of a crack at that at all. So here we are in the Hero CPL, and he's on this big stage of this wonderful franchise T20 tournament. And here, when McCullum got out first ball, and he probably got a very useful shout, the LBW. You look at it more and more, probably snaking just down the leg side, but you need that ounce of luck, don't you, in any form of the game. But I think when he got that and he hung in, you saw his skills and his maturity to take it right to the end.